Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's really good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. All right, folks, I have a confession. Some of you may not like what you're about to hear, but I like video games. I grew up playing video games. My first console I ever got was the Sega Genesis, and it was awesome, man. It was a freaking sweet console. They snapped. Sega Genesis snap. I played Sonic the Hedgehog 2 like every single day, even though I could never even get past the second level because video games were so hard back then, and I was also a 6-year-old boy, so I feel like the odds were against me. Also a little redundant to say 6-year-old boy.
I was a 6-year-old man.
Every day after school, my friend Connor would come over to my house. We'd turn on my huge, thick, double-cheeked up Zenith television, turn on Sega Genesis, we'd play Aladdin, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Jurassic Park. I guess this was back when like every movie and TV show needed a video game tie-in for some reason. Yo, come over to my house, dude. I just got Everybody Loves Raymond. The game. Everybody loves gaming. Then when I was around like 9 or 10, I got into like PC gaming, politically correct gaming. No, like computer games. And it was very different back then. Like nowadays, people spend like 15 grand on a gaming setup so they can play Among Us.
Hello?
But when I was a kid, I feel like any desktop computer could just play any game. So yeah, my stepdad actually worked for a telecommunications company. And one day he came home with just like 2 spare computers that they had just laying around. So me and my sister each got our own like desktop computer, which was so fucking sick. Stepfathers, take notes, all right? That's how you fucking do it. Me and my sister would like spend hours playing games on websites like Miniclip, Newgrounds, Addicting Games, and we would just play games that were fucking way too violent for kids to be playing. But hey, I turned out just fine. I didn't say I turned out good, I said I turned out just fine. But PC and Flash games played like a huge role in my life. Technically, my first girlfriend was actually on Habbo Hotel, and I'm not proud to admit that, okay? I'm not bragging, but in my defense, she did say that she'd give me a bunch of Habbo credits and some cool furniture for my virtual hotel room if I agreed to date her. So I said yes, okay? She was my Habbo Hotel sugar mama. I never really talked to her that much or found out her real name, and she dumped me a day later. But I did get some pretty bomb furniture, and I got to do a sick-ass dive off the diving board. So who really had the last laugh, huh? And also, if I'm remembering correctly, my Habbo Hotel character was a white guy with dreadlocks, so the whole thing was just bad news. And I was a pretty frequent epic gamer when I was a child, but I didn't truly fall in love with video games until one Christmas where my dad, biological dad, he got me a Nintendo 64. And dude, I played so much N64, it was repulsive. It was disgusting. I blew on so many cartridges. I have the lungs of a chain smoker now. That's how I say hi now. And for a few years, the only time I could actually play N64 was either at my friend's house or when I went to go visit my dad every other weekend, because, you know.
Divorce.
So when I was visiting my father to spend quality time with my father, I was just playing N64 the entire time. Though, just the whole fucking time. Hey, buddy, you want to go play catch? Oh yeah, I'd love to play catch. If you want to catch these hands, bitch. I'm trying to get a sick picture of Pikachu on a surfboard if you can't tell. So how about you fuck off? Okay. Dude, perfect example of how obsessed I was. One weekend when I was visiting my dad, I was supposed to be like helping him move into his new house. And I remember I like snuck away for a little bit and like secretly plugged in my N64 to a television and played Paper Mario. He got pretty pissed off, understandably so. But you know, at the same time, don't schedule a big move on the same weekend your son's gonna visit you, obviously. Biological fathers, take notes. But the N64 was and still is my favorite video game console of all time. I just remember having so much fun playing when I was a kid. Me and my sisters would play these like incredible iconic games like Super Mario 64, Pokemon Stadium, Star Fox 64, GoldenEye. The list goes on. But amidst all these incredible iconic games, there was one video game that completely took over my life, and that was The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. I cannot tell you how much I love this game. To this day, it is still my favorite video game of all time, and I don't think anything will even come close to it. Besides, Everybody Loves Gaming. And I know I'm not unique for saying this. Ocarina of Time is a lot of people's favorite games, but still, the story, the gameplay, that sense of wonder and excitement you feel when you first run out into Hyrule Field, and the feeling you get after solving a difficult puzzle or beating a tough boss, everything about it was just perfect. I can make an entire video about why I love Ocarina of Time so much. and just the impact that it had on my life and my childhood. But that's not what this video is about. So when I was around maybe 17 or 18, which is almost fucking 10 years ago now, I was at that point where I probably beat Ocarina of Time like, I don't know, more than like 20 times at least, I don't know, a lot. So I knew the layouts of all the dungeons really well, and I could finish them pretty quick. And there was one particular dungeon in the game called the Water Temple, and that was my favorite one, because you know, I got that drip. But no, if you've played Ocarina of Time on the N64, you know how fucking annoying the Water Temple is. You have to constantly change the water levels in the temple, and you have to constantly open the start menu to switch to your regular boots to your iron boots. You gotta do that like a million times, and it was so hard that like the director of the game had to publicly apologize for it. It was gnarly. But 18-year-old Kurtis, I had the whole thing memorized, man, and I could do it pretty quick. I remember doing it over and over and over again to see how fast I could get it done. I remember I got my record down to like, I think it was like 31 minutes, and I thought it was hot shit, man. I thought I was like bragging to my friends about it, even though I don't think any girl would be like, yo, you hear about Kurtis's time on the Water Temple? 31 minutes. Yeah, it may have been the Water Temple, but it wasn't getting anybody wet. So I remember one day, I decided to take a look on YouTube to see if anybody could even come close to my epic 31-minute time. And that's when I see a video of someone beating the Water Temple in 2 minutes and 29 seconds. 2 minutes and 29 seconds. Now, obviously, they use a bunch of glitches and exploits to practically skip everything and go right to the boss. But still, I remember being like fucking blown away. And I think this was my like real introduction to the concept of speedrunning. And speedrunning has become like super popular, but if you somehow don't know what it is, here's a quick definition. A speedrun is a playthrough or a recording thereof of a whole video game or a selected part of it, such as a single level, performed with the intention of completing it as fast as possible. So I was technically speedrunning the Water Temple before I even knew what speedrunning was, which is kind of cool, I guess. I mean, I don't want to say I invented speedrunning, but I mean, if you guys want to say that, that's fine. But after seeing that 2-minute Water Temple run, I kind of fell down the rabbit hole, and I just fell in love with it, man. It's fascinating, it's entertaining, it's impressive. Also, fellas, a little tip, the next time you're bumping uglies with someone and you arrive a little earlier than expected, just say you're doing a sex speed run and you're in the clear. Seriously though, in the last few years, I've become like just so fascinated with speedrunning and all of its components. Unfortunately, there are a lot of cringe compilations from a certain speedrunning marathon, which are very funny.
So confirmed Santa's #1 helper is a squirrel.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
But I mean, you can make a cringe compilation about anything that people are passionate about. Because when you love something that much and you devote your like entire life to it, you don't care if what you're doing is cool or normal even, right? You're just genuinely enjoying the thing that you love. And I think that's beautiful, right? There's some really amazing content creators out there like Summoning Salt, The Rickster, Easyscape, Bismuth, who do these incredible deep dives into the overall progression of a particular speedrun, or they'll explain glitches and exploits that people use to beat a dungeon in a fraction of the time that I can, even though I spent weeks and weeks trying to do it. It's fine, I'm happy for them. But the glitches that these speedrunners pull off are just, I just can't wrap my head around them. And I've seen a lot of them, okay? I have seen a lot of glitches. I've watched tutorials even, just to make, just to find out how they do it. But I've never actually like tried any of them. So how about we do that? Let's go try a speedrunning glitch. Okay, so the glitch I'm gonna try is in Super Mario 64. There's this endless staircase in the game where if you don't have enough stars, this just goes on forever. But there's apparently a glitch that lets you kind of beat that. You kind of do a backwards, you do a long jump backwards, and it kind of shoots you up the stairs. Okay, this is harder than I thought. How do you do it? Hold on. Come on! Oh my god. I did it! Holy shit, that was so much easier than I thought. Nice. I thought this was gonna take like a half hour. Okay, cool. Back to me. Well, that was a walk in the park. Feels good though, man. I get it. I'm hooked, I'm addicted, done. You know what, I gotta chase this high. Doing one successful glitch, that's not enough. I don't wanna just sit on the bench and watch anymore, okay? This isn't my middle school basketball team. I wanna know what it's like to be #1 on a speedrunning leaderboard. I've watched enough of these videos. I think it's time to fulfill my speedrunning destiny that began 10 years ago at the Water Temple, and I need to become a world record speedrunner. So let's go do that. Okay, so obviously it'd be pretty fucking stupid for me to try to go for an Ocarina of Time speedrun because people spend like literal years to try and get their time down. And I don't have that much time. Well, I mean, I guess I do. I could just not upload for like 5 years and try to do it. But I like uploading videos. And also this video actually has a deadline. So I need to find a video game that's like way less competitive. And that's going to be tough because I feel like any like modern game is gonna be pretty competitive, right? Just because it's like new and exciting, right? I'm playing Hitman 3 on stream right now. So how about we take a look at those leaderboards to get like a general idea of what like a new game speedrun time would be. The first level took me like 90 minutes to beat. So let's see. Okay, 6 seconds. All right. So yeah, I don't think any newer game is gonna be a good call for me. So I need to find an old video game, but an old video game that isn't well known and loved by a lot of people, I guess. So I have all my old N64 games in this basket here. I'm going to go through them and see which ones I could potentially speedrun, if any. So let's have a look. While searching up all the leaderboards for these, I was surprised by the sheer amount of runs that have been completed for these games. It's crazy to think how there can be so many different communities and rivalries within these 20-year-old video games. And most of these are just way too competitive, and there was no way I could even come close to a #1 spot. Dude, even with games that I thought wouldn't have any records like Monopoly, there's still several records from people as recent as like a month ago. Monopoly. No fucking way, man. It is also pretty funny that one person holds the #1 spot in every category for a game called Monopoly. Can't write a better joke than that, man. Okay, unfortunately going through all my childhood games was a bust, and not the good kind of bust. And I guess that's good. That'd be really weird if I did that. All my childhood games were just too popular and already had super competitive, devoted speedrunning communities. But just when all hope was lost, I remembered an N64 game I purchased at an antique store a few months ago. And yeah, the fact that something from my childhood now qualifies as an antique makes me want to hammer a nail into my thigh, but it's all good. The game I purchased at this antique store is called YLI Country Club True Golf Classics. I bought it for $5 because I like vintage stuff and I also like golf, so I thought, hey, why not, right? The game was released in 1998, and Golf Digest describes it as the worst golf video game man has ever known. So I guess that means women know of a worse golf game than that? Why are you hiding it from us? Speak up, ladies.
Come on.
And if we take a look at the YLI Country Club leaderboard on speedrun.com, there's only a couple of people to beat in each category, but there is only one person to beat in the stroke play, no easy shot, real hardware category. So if I'm going to get a world record speedrun, I think this is my best bet. But you know what? If I'm going to do this, if I'm going to really go for the world record, I need some tips from a professional. You know, just like my magician video and my AI video, I want to talk to someone who is knowledgeable and like in this community before I really dive in. So I reached out to one of my favorite speedrunners, Small Ant, and he was actually down to talk to me for this video. So yeah, come along. Let's learn how to speedrun. All right. Hello, Tanner. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Hold on, you're Canadian, right?
Yeah, Canadian.
Me too, fellow Canadians. But yeah, I thought I'd reach out, talk to you, because I've been watching your videos for the last couple months, and they're gnarly. It seems like the dedication you put in is crazy.
No, it's fun.
So yeah, how'd you get into the whole like speed running?
Pretty much what happened was I was just like casually streaming games on Twitch for a while, and a friend of mine did a lot of speedrunning. There was a tournament for Super Mario Odyssey speedrunning. The game had just come out. It was like 2017. And she jokingly said, you should join. Didn't really have anything to do for the next like 2 months. So I was like, sure.
Yeah,
why not?
Yeah.
So I joined the tournament, and I don't join tournaments to lose. So right when I joined, I ended up starting just practicing like, I think it was like 8 hours a day the first day I signed up. So yeah, I basically just started grinding from then on. Eventually it turned into like content creation and where I am now. But that's pretty much how it started, was someone jokingly told me to join a tournament.
That's the best way to join.
Yeah.
That's crazy. If anyone's like someone like me who isn't like, in the speedrunning community or isn't very good at it yet, what's like a good tip for beginners?
For getting into speedrunning, I think the biggest thing is to just do runs. Like if you're trying to learn a speedrun, like the best way to get into it is to learn the bare minimum you need to do to complete a run in like a reasonable amount of time. Like learn the bare minimum and then do a run. And like after you do a run, you'll be able to know, okay, this was bad, I'll practice those, and then you can do another run. And like you switch in between, like you do runs to figure out what you're bad at, and then once you know what you're bad at, you practice those things and do another run.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
So not to like stress too much about everything, just kind of you get the basics and then you kind of just dive in. Okay. So this was my plan.
Okay.
I obviously know I'm not going to do like a Super Mario Odyssey run or an Ocarina of Time run or something like that, where it's like
super competitive and
just and insane that it would take me like years to even come close to. So I found a game for N64.
Okay.
It's a very old, like not very popular golf game. There's only one record on the page. So technically, if I beat that, then I'll have a #1 world record for this golf game that nobody played. Do you think that'd be probably my best bet if I were to just go for the number one?
I mean, yeah, there's only one person to beat, right?
Yeah, that's it, just one person.
I mean, that works. A world record's a world record if you beat him, so it counts.
Exactly. Okay, I have your blessing.
Oh, I've done that so often. You know, see a dumb world record that you can take, go for it.
Yeah, fuck it.
It's good content.
Yeah, exactly. That guy's gonna be so bummed, whoever does have the world record.
After you beat them, they'll be technically the worst person in the world. They're last.
Yeah, exactly. If you ain't first, you're last, especially when there's only 2 people. Again, I thanks for your time. I knew it's gonna be quick. I just wanted to talk to someone in the speedrunning community. I love the content you make. Perfect. Nailed it. With the blessing from Small Ant and my Wildlife Country Club True Golf Classics cartridge in hand, it was finally time to start playing this game. Okay, so my first playthrough was a little rough. I was off to a pretty good start, and the game actually seemed a lot easier than I thought it would be, and I actually made a huge time-saving discovery on my first playthrough. Oh, you can speed it up. If you hold B, oh my god, if you hold B, it goes faster. This is a game changer. This is a game changer. So that was nice. I got this fucking caddy next to me. He's not doing anything. Give me some advice, bro. Massage my shoulders at least, you know? Give me a little kiss.
Caddies need to start kissing their golfers.
Then I realized I had easy shot mode turned on, and that's not the category I'm going for. But once I switched the easy shot mode off, that's when things went really downhill. So the way the swinging mechanic works is you have to press A to initiate your shot, hit A again at the right part of the arc to get you the right distance, and then you press A again when the marker gets to the red zone at the bottom to hit a successful shot. And if you miss that red zone by even a little bit, you totally shit the bed and the ball barely goes anywhere. Dude, this is hard. And I need to get better at literally every single aspect of this game. But the main issues I noticed were my putting, and my distance control. Get over the bunker, go, 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 fuck! Oh, God. So I'm gonna try to practice for a few hours every day because I really need to get my time down. Because right now, my first run was like 19 minutes. So I need to shave off 8 whole minutes, which in speedrunning time is a lot. Dude, if this was a get a sugar mama on Habbo Hotel speedrun, I'd knock it out of the fucking park, man. Be way easier. And I know it's gonna be very difficult to beat the record in the short amount of time that I've given myself, but I don't think it's impossible. So I'm gonna hop back on and keep practicing because, you know, practice makes perfect, unfortunately. So yeah, wish me luck. Over the next few days, I was getting a little more comfortable with the controls and the swing mechanic, and I was starting to figure out the general pace that I needed to beat the record. My new goal was to beat each hole in around 40 seconds, because based on my big brain calculations, if I get 40 seconds per hole, that's a 12-minute run. That's what she said. So I just needed to aim for that, and then I can make up some time along the way if I hit some good shots. And yeah, I hit some good shots.
Nice shot! Nice on! Nice car.
So at this point, I was playing around like a couple hours every day. I lowered my time to 15 minutes and 24 seconds. Then I got a 14:26. And the day after that, I was able to get my time down to 13:55. And I'm gonna be honest, things really just weren't improving at the rate that I needed them to be. I was playing for a few hours every day, but I just could not get my time down. And then I thought back to my interview with Tanner.
Right when I joined, I ended up starting just practicing like, I think it was like 8 hours a day the first day I signed up. So yeah, I basically just started grinding.
And I honestly think I was subconsciously avoiding this aspect of speedrunning. Getting a world record speedrun isn't something that you achieve by just practicing for a couple of hours every day. You know, if I wanted to do this, I needed to fully devote all my time to this game and the speedrun. So that's what I did. I started grinding for at least 6 hours a day, practicing holes I was bad at, testing out new strategies I thought of. I even timed each different character's swing in Final Cut frame by frame to see who had the fastest swing. All of this while doing run after run after run after run. You may think that's extra or obsessive, and you're absolutely right, but the way that I rationalized this behavior in my head was like this. If you have a week to throw a hot dog off the top of a building and for it to land perfectly in an open bun that's on the ground, would you rather have a good amount of wieners to throw or the most wieners you could possibly throw? The answer's obvious. Give me all the wieners. So this game pretty much became my entire life, and yeah, when you do the same thing for hours and hours every single day for weeks on end and you don't achieve the thing you're trying to achieve, gets pretty frustrating.
Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Can you fucking make a single putt today?
Yeah, I haven't been this angry like ever. I've never been this upset with anything in my life. I really learned a lot about myself, and none of the things I learned were good things about myself. But at this point in my speedrunning journey, I figured out a way to eliminate a lot of the messed up shots that I was getting. Trying to hit the little red mark at the bottom of the arc when it's going that fast every single time, it's like 10-year-old me watching any scene in Space Jam that featured Lola Bunny. Really hard, but there is a way to actually give yourself some leeway. If you press A before the slider gets into the red zone at the top, you can miss the red zone at the bottom and still hit an okay shot. It won't be perfect, but you know, it's acceptable. So to avoid me going into the red zone at the top, I would just change my club super quick, and then I would just use that method that I just explained. And this helped out tremendously, and I was able to finally get my time under 13 minutes.
Oh my god. 12:19, no fucking way.
Unfortunately, this is where my time would stay for the next week until one day where I was finally on pace to beat the record. So the run was off to a pretty rough start. A messed up tee shot on the second hole led to a short approach, which put me 10 seconds behind my best time. But a really good shot on the 7th hole put me 11 seconds ahead. Perfect example of how fucking annoying it is to speedrun this terrible game. But you know what? In this round, I'll say it, I was playing out of my fucking mind, dude. I was popping off. And by the time I got to the 10th hole, I was a full 20 seconds ahead. I slowly improved my pace with each hole, and with only 2 more holes to play, I was almost an entire minute ahead of my best time. So I was on pace to beat the record by a full 20 seconds. And then this happened.
Oh my god, what was that? What was that? What was that?
Yep, I pretty much played 16 holes without messing up. And then when I'm finally on pace to beat the record, I just fuck up a super easy shot. And yeah, you can imagine how upset I was.
I can't believe I just did that. Go, bitch. Come on, man. Come on. This was it, man. This was fucking it. What are you doing? Dude, I was a full minute behind.
Again, I hate this fucking game. And you know, any sane person probably would have, thrown in the towel for the night, but I didn't want to throw in the towel, okay? I wanted to throw a wiener off a building. So that's what I did.
Okay, I gotta go again. I have to.
I started another run right after, and by the time I got to the 17th hole, I was roughly 20 seconds behind the pace of my previous run. So, in reality, I could make or break this run with my next shot. I just had to not mess it up like I did the last time. And luckily, I fucking nailed it.
Go, 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 go. Why not?
So all I had to do to get the world record was to beat the last hole in less than 43 seconds. I played the hole pretty well, but I hit my approach shot a little too far, so I now had a 25-foot putt to beat the world record. After weeks of grinding for hours and hours every single day, I was one putt away. And I missed it. I fucking missed it. Let's freeze frame, shall we? I was that far away. I was a dick hole away from the record. That would have given me an 11:41. Dude, yeah, this was actually like really devastating to me.
Come on.
You know, I put hours and hours into this game because I wanted the record, you know? I want to make a good video that has a good story with a triumphant ending, okay? You know, that's why I put myself through this, is for this video. But even aside from, you know, making a video about it, I can't spend 3 weeks to just not get the record, you know? Then all of this is for nothing. And also at this point, Jenna was like, hey, you need to stop playing this game, obviously, because it was like visibly stressing me out and making me sad. But I decided that I was going to give myself just one more day. If I didn't get the record by midnight on March 20th, I'd call it quits and give this video the School of Rock treatment, I guess. You know, I don't win the big thing, but we all learned a lesson along the way or something. And then I go start a music school. Oh, yeah. So on March 20th, I got all set up and I started doing my final runs. So for the final day, to like trick my brain into like performing better, I kept telling myself that the record is 11:33, even though it's 11:43. That way, if I'm not on pace to get 11:33, you know, I'll really like push myself to focus and like go faster, you know? I don't know if that actually did anything, but at the time it made perfect sense to me. So I started doing some speed runs, and the whole day I was just stuck at the 12-minute mark. And it was really disheartening, man. I was like fully prepared to just fucking, you know, just give up. You know, and it was getting towards the end of the day, and I only had about 15 minutes left in my memory card, so I decided that I would do one final run.
Alright, well, this is literally the last run I'm gonna do, so better make it good.
And oh boy, did I ever make it good. I was at a pretty standard pace up until the 8th hole when I made a really sweet chip in. And now, since it was my last run, I thought, fuck it. I got nothing to lose. You know, let's go for the red zone at the top and see what happens, you know?
Come on. Let's fucking go, dude. Come on, man. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, 2 perfect shots in a row and 2 good putts put me at a great pace at the halfway point. I just needed to play the back half the same way I did the first half to have a shot at the record. And somehow, I didn't just play the same way I did in the first half. I played better. For the entirety of the back half, I hardly made any mistakes. I was laser focused, dude. Look at that gamer face. But the real turning point of the run didn't happen until hole 16. My first shot was good, but my second shot ended up rolling only 4 feet away from the hole. And with that, all I needed to do was finish the last 2 holes in about a minute. And as the 17th hole loaded up, you know, I thought back to my messed up shot that cost me the run the day before, and I just prayed to Dr. Witnesser that it didn't happen again. Thankfully, I hit it well, and the shot just barely missed the sand trap and rolled around 27 feet away from the hole. And somehow, even though I missed a 25-foot putt the day before, the putt went in. Now I just had to beat the final hole in 37 seconds. And again, like I said before, it was my last run, so I was like, fuck it, dude. I got nothing to lose. I go in the red zone. I nail it. My second shot, I do a full power red zone, the hardest shot to do, and I just barely pull it off. I then chip it to about 6 feet away from the hole, and all I have to do is get this putt in to beat the world record. 3 weeks of grinding this game for hours every single day, through all the messed up shots, the close calls, the years taken off of my life, on my final run with literally the last opportunity I've given myself. I hit the putt, and it rolls in, giving me a time of 11 minutes, 41 seconds, and 51 milliseconds, which rounds up to 11 minutes and 42 seconds, which makes me the world record holder of the stroke play, no easy shot, real hardware category of Wildlife Country Club True Golf Classics for the Nintendo 64. Yes! Now you're probably thinking I was super stoked when I got the world record, right?
But remember,
All day I was telling myself that the record was 11:33, so I was fully under the impression that I was still an entire 10 seconds off. But hey, let's look at my reaction of me getting the world record after trying for 3 weeks straight.
That was the best time I had all day, too.
Yeah, looking back at it now, whoa, I'm a fucking idiot. I literally had the world record, but I was like legitimately crushed because I had no idea. But once I finally realized, I turned my camera on really quick to get my reaction. So here's that.
I'm literally the dumbest man. I'm the dumbest man on earth. I've been doing this for so long, I forgot what the fucking record was. I did it. I fucking did it. I wish my reaction was a bit more excited on the actual recording. Fuck, oh my god. Holy shit, man.
Cheers, I'll drink to that, bro.
Well, was this all worth it? Good question. Yeah, absolutely it was. I now have a world record, which is pretty cool. If you go to speedrun.com and search up Wildlife Country Club True Golf Classics, you'll see my name on the #1 spot, which is pretty cool. Well, for now anyway. I guess, who knows, maybe by the time you watch this video, my record will be beaten. And I'll be really sad. So please nobody beat my record. I will cry, and that's a promise. And I already had a huge amount of admiration and respect for speedrunners, but after this video, that's increased like tenfold. And also, as annoying and infuriating and frustrating this whole process was, it was also one of the most rewarding experiences of like my whole life. It's silly because it's like a shitty golf game from like 20 years ago, but seeing myself improve after each week and enough to get a world record, I'm so proud of myself, man. Nothing can take that away from me. Well, unless someone beats my record. So if you want to try speedrunning, or if not, if there's anything you want to do and get good at, I guess what I learned is you really have to put the time in. And sometimes you just got to say, fuck it. I got nothing to lose. And also, if you're trying to beat a record or just achieve something, just trick your brain into thinking that you failed, and it'll all work out. Yeah, shout out Small Ant for talking to me in this video. Shout out Brosis420 for setting a very, very difficult time to beat. You made my life a living hell, but I appreciate you for it. But if anyone from the real Wildlife Country Club in Hawaii is watching right now, when traveling is allowed, please let me come play at your course, okay? I think I've earned that. All right? And I'll film the whole process of it. It'd be great, man. Kurtis town is in Hawaii, so I think this is a sign. I need to go. All right, well, let's hear a word from our sponsor. All right, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry for not uploading for 3 weeks, but as you can see, I was busy, okay? I wasn't just twiddling my thumbs. I was twiddling my one thumb on the joystick. It's different. Press the like button if you enjoyed it. 1 like equals 1 hot dog that I will throw off the roof of a building. And also, it just lets me know that you guys enjoy these longer experiment video essay type videos more. Yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you have any more ideas of things I can try or look into for videos like this. Press the subscribe button, because as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtis Town. And if you didn't know, Kurtis Town is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. Oh my god, I can finally shave now. Wow. No more mean comments telling me to shave. I didn't want to mess up continuity, okay? And also, I hate when people tell me what to do with my body, so I kept growing this out of spite because shut up. But also continuity. Yeah, you can check the description for the other things I do, my Instagram, Twitter, my weekly podcast called Very Really Good. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm streaming on Twitch twice a week now, so go follow me there. It's a great time. It's chill. We just play games, we goof around. It's a great time. Yeah, that's it. I would stick around, but I unfortunately have to go. I have to go burn this cartridge and snort the ashes. Peace. Of course not. Of course not. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's really good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every single one of my videos, except for that one time. So press that subscribe button for an extra greeting. All right, folks. So if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I'm a big fan of country content. You know, whether it's a country boy flexing his muscles and lip syncing to his phone, or a country girl getting bucked off her horse, or something as simple as a country man sitting in his truck thinking about crazy shit. Country people fire me up, dude. They butter my little biscuit. Dude, show me that vine of the country girl yelling yee yee in her front seat. Yee yee! Or the country boy, I love you girl. Just show me those vines and I don't have to eat that week. That's plenty sustenance for me. And I've made 3 videos about country folk. There was the country memes one, country boys of TikTok, and then one of my most popular videos ever, the country girls of TikTok. Yeah, and the country girls video was really the video that kind of like catapulted my channel. I got a ton of new subscribers from that video, and it was just a big deal for me because it was also one of the first few videos I made like after I quit my full-time job to become a YouTuber. So the video is just very special to me, and sorry, I almost turned into a tree. It got so sappy. It was a close one. So I wanted to make another country video, you know, go back to my roots, because I'm a tree now. But no, I wanted to go back to my roots because, believe it or not, this is actually the last video I will ever film in this room. I'm moving, so it's gonna be a different filming setup after this video. But yeah, I wanted to do a nice like send-off video for this room because, you know, we've made a lot of memories in here. We really have. A lot has happened in here. Okay, maybe it's for the best that I'm leaving. But yeah, no more wooden doors with hexagonal doorknobs. I mean, the plaques are gonna come with me, obviously. And so is the chair. And so am I. So realistically, not that much is gonna change at all. I didn't want to just do a regular video where I just like watch country TikToks, make some jokes about it, and that's it. You know, that's been done before. And I wanted to up the ante a bit. Maybe I'll even up the uncle as well. Because I could dog on country folk all day, but maybe I'm wrong about them. Maybe the way that they're living their life is correct, and we're in the wrong. So I thought it'd be a good idea for a video to see if I have what it takes to be a true country boy. Because, you know, you got all those classic country boy stereotypes. All they care about is drinking Mountain Dew, skinning bucks, driving trucks, you know, flirting with their cousins, drinking Bud Light. The list goes on. But I want to prove them wrong. I've been goofing on country boys for a while now, okay? And I can talk the talk, but can I walk the walk? Or gallop the gallop? Can I do the boot skating baby? We'll see. So let's go. I think we need to look at some country TikToks to see what country folk have been up to since my last videos. Oh, you think I'd make another country video without watching some TikToks and making fun of them? Come on. Come on.
These city boys make threats on the internet and put gun emojis. Country boys show up to your house about 50 deep, cut your limbs off with a machete, then feeds to the hogs. See, city boys, when they get in a fight, they just close their eyes and swing their arms like idiots. Country boys just look at you and pierce your heart with a laser beam from their eyeball.
What the hell?
Okay. Laser beam from their eyeballs.
A laser beam from their eyeball.
Okay, now that I think of it, that actually makes a lot of sense. Clark Kent grew up on a farm, right?
Oh my god.
I just cracked the code. Also, I love in this TikTok how he said, city boys just make threats on the internet, and then immediately after, made a threat on the internet.
Cut your limbs off with a machete.
But what I've learned from this TikTok is country boys, they shoot lasers out of their eyes, and the only thing that they hate more than a deer that is still breathing are city boys. Noted. Oh my god. They've been keeping busy since my last video. Holy moly. Like, guys, did you not have anything else to do? Like, nothing. That's what you're gonna do with your time? Fuck. Well, I mean, I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna do that for this video. Of course I'm not. Like, what the fuck? This is so scary. Is this some, like, weird initiation for, like, some fucked up country cult? Like Heaven's Gate, but Heaven's Bait. But instead of punch, it's Mountain Dew Code Red. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be joking about a cult's mass suicide, but what they're doing right now could easily be described as that. Like, how do you even come up with that plan, right? I'm so impressed by that. Hey, brother, I'm getting pretty bored. What do you want to do tonight? Well, it's 11 p.m. It's Tuesday. We're all just so fucking drunk. Okay. How about we stand in a ring of fire, all right? And then we let a bull chase after us, and the last man in the circle of fire gets to eat the last Arby's beef and cheddar. Beef and cheddar, beef and cheddar, beef and cheddar, beef and cheddar, beef and cheddar.
Arby's, get fucked.
Okay, what do we learn from this bull TikTok? I think we've learned that country boys like to live dangerously, okay? They like to fly by the seat of their bootcut pants. And I can respect that. Don't touch my truck. I don't want any trouble. Okay, that was pretty scary. But dude, I gotta address it. Look at those milk jugs, bro. Sorry to object this country boy, but my man has got some bazongas, okay? That's why his back is so ripped. Because he's gotta carry around those jugs all day. He's gotta be a milk farmer. Also, why did he get into the passenger seat? He got into the passenger seat, right? Yeah. Why did he do that? Well, unless he's British. Because that's where the driver's side is over there. A British country boy? Do those exist? Oi mate, get those filthy mitts off me truck, alright? Or else I shoot lasers out me eye. Have you go crying to mum. To mum. Mum. But I watched his TikToks, okay? He's not British. So why did he go into the passenger side? I'm so confused. Don't touch my truck. I won't. Hey, why'd you go on the passenger side? Shouldn't you be in the driver's side? You got... Okay. Oh, damn it, I should have never touched his truck. Okay, I could talk about this guy and those huge boobs of his until I'm Texas toast, but let's move on. So I guess country boys really love trucks, I guess. Especially their own truck, which is not good news for me. I do not drive a pickup truck, okay? I drive a Toyota Corolla, which is, now that I think about it, the exact opposite of a pickup truck. It is a put-down car. Okay, well, I mean, something I can do pretty easily is dress like a country boy, right? So let's see what they wear. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, take your shirt off. Come on, don't tease me like that. Stephen White, that ain't white. Come on, man. Ah, fuck. Man, these videos are still so funny to me after all these years. Like, country boys act so tough, and then they do this shit. It never gets old. If you ever mess with a country boy, we'll come over and chop your limbs off. And I'm not saying I'm tougher than a country boy because I don't do that shit. Like I can guarantee you this guy could kick my ass no problem. Even though that doesn't really mean anything. I'm pretty sure a toddler with no arms could kick my ass, you know, because he still has legs to kick my ass with. I'm not strong is what I'm saying. But okay, country boys have muscles and they think they're very handsome. Noted. Okay, let's see what else I can wear. Okay, things I'd wear as your man. Nice. Looks good. Okay, well, kind of pretty similar, but all right. Okay. Oh, hold on. Wow. Okay. Get you a man who can do both. Jeans and hat, and jeans with big hat. I also love the caption, things I'd wear if I was your man, implying that he would only dress like that if he was dating someone, right? Like, this is what I would wear if I was your man, but I'm not. So, I am going to continue to dress like the Mad Hatter. But no, this TikTok is good. It's informative. These are simple, achievable outfits. So this is something I can do. Whoa. Okay, I'll say it. That was tight as fuck. I'm soaked. Clean up on aisle Kurt. Yeah. I'm soaked. Maybe I'll recreate these. That's what I'll do. I'll recreate these TikToks because this is really cool and I want to be this cool. Okay, let's watch one more. Oh man, I forgot about dip. Fuck.
Damn it.
I really don't want to put chewing tobacco in my mouth. That is the last thing I want to do. I'd honestly rather be chased by a bull in a ring of fire. Dude, chewing tobacco is so gross, man. Just smoke cigarettes. Well, okay, well don't. Don't smoke cigarettes. They're gross, and they're very dangerous. They're bad for you. but like at least cigarettes look cool, right?
Wow, that was great. What are you doing? Fuck's going on? No, where were we? I don't know, nowhere? You were gone for 8 hours, you barge in here, you lay down on the bed and say, wow, babe, that was great. What was great? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. No, where were we? Are you okay? I don't know, I was tackled by a bull in a ring of fire. So I might need medical attention. Yeah, you have to stop doing that. No, where were we?
Okay, so I think we have some good information. We know what country boys wear, we know what they drive, and you know, we've gotten into their heads a little bit. They like working hard and playing even harder. They like Jack Daniels, shooting lasers out of their eyes, packing lips, flirting with their cousin, and looking hot as fuck. The simple things in life. So let's begin my country boy transformation, and obviously I think the best place to start is the clothes. You gotta dress for the job you want, not the job you have. So, let's go.
All right, we're here at a store I never thought I would go to because I feel like I make fun of this place all the time. The tables have turned. But yeah, we're gonna go in and get some country stuff. I feel like I'm kind of nervous because I feel like they're gonna know that we're city folk. We're gonna stick out like sore thumbs. It's gonna be like that one scene in Inception, you know, when everybody starts looking at you. You know what I'm trying to say. All right, so let's go into Bass Pro Shops. Fuck. Here we go.
Walking around Bass Pro Shops is probably the weirdest thing I have ever done, because I'm a city boy at heart. But hey, I'm also a shitty boy at fart. You know when you're playing a video game and you clip out of the map? That's exactly what it felt like. It was basically Target for people who use deer as targets. There was an archery center, a boat center, a fishing center, and even a waterfalls center. And also, for being a store located in Ontario, Canada, they sure did have a lot of American flag memorabilia for some reason. The thing that really tied the whole store together was this overarching theme of death and despair. Taxidermy deers watching you pick out which camo hat you're gonna wear when you kill their brothers and sisters is truly something else. But I gotta say, my favorite part was finding this animal rescue set in the toy section for the daughter who loves animals and wants to rescue them from a terrible life, so her dad can shoot it in the fucking face with his gun that he was practicing with at the gun range. All this animal murdering even got me excited about killing this cute little unicorn.
This is supposed to be full of hunting clothing, but they're just empty racks. There's nothing here.
So I sat down on an invisible chair and got to thinking, if they tell me my items are $50, do they mean $50 or 50 deer carcasses? I guess we'll find out. It's a good thing I killed 50 deer last night just to be safe. After a long day, I had everything I needed, except for a comically large tub of Uncle Buck's old-fashioned cheese curls. So I grabbed my cheesy snack and said farewell.
We just got finished in Bass Pro Shops. I think I'm good for the rest of my life. I don't ever have to go there again because that place was so weird. Holy shit, I'm like exhausted now. That was a lot. Holy fuck. So yeah, well, I'm gonna go back home and then we'll get this transformation going, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I saw things I wasn't supposed to see. No human is supposed to see those things. But yeah, let's go home, please. Yeehaw.
Okay, it's been a few days since the Bass Pro Shops trip. I needed a while to recover, but we got a bunch of country stuff and we're gonna start getting these TikToks ready to recreate. I'm excited. Okay, so I got this big camouflage jacket. I wanted to buy stuff that I could also just wear maybe if I want to. Like, this is pretty warm. You can't even see me. This is a hat that I used to wear back in like 2014 when I thought I was like really cool. But Jenna helped me clip the sides up, so now it looks like a country hat, a cowboy hat, sorry. Oh, whoa, dude. Howdy, partner. Holy shit, I look fucked. Dude, I like look racist. Fuck. Mark's got my Uncle Buck's old-fashioned cheese curls. Fuck, I just brushed my teeth too. Bottoms up. Tastes like Cheetos if Cheetos were shitty. Well, there's a good thing there's a million of them for me to eat. This is actually a huge find. We picked up a coffee table, a cowboy coffee table for our new place. But while we were there, she was like, I got all this other country stuff, do you need it? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then I got these fucking cowboy boots, my size, for $5. Ballin' on a budget, baby. And I'm gonna cry about this later, so I'll be bawling on a budget too. Do the jeans go over the boots or into the boots? These jeans are too tight. Fuck! There are my boots. Oh, shit, dude. I also got this camouflage shirt from Value Village, so I also got a camouflage Bass Pro Shop hat, a bottle of Jack Daniels, because I do know who he is. And I got a reusable bottle. It was on sale for $10. It says, "Sorry for what I said while we were trying to put up the tent." Oh, Kiwi's here. You probably don't even recognize me. It's your old man. Oh, also, I got black licorice because this is gonna be my dip. I'm gonna like chop it up really small and then use that as chewing tobacco. Because I don't even know where to get chewing tobacco, and two, I don't wanna put chewing tobacco in my mouth. I'll put it in my ass, but not my mouth. Pooing tobacco. Oh, also, I got Coronas for that cool TikTok I'm gonna do. And last, but certainly not least, Nectar of the Gods, Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Fuck, I guess we should get a drink going, huh? And I thought of a really bad idea. I think I'm gonna mix it with Mountain Dew, because I feel like that is the most country drink you could have. I'm scared about what's gonna happen. My mullet's gonna grow 6 feet. Not like feet, but like in length, you know? Not actual like toes and stuff. I don't know how much is a normal amount. That's like two shots of vodka. I don't know if that's enough. Okay, that's a lot. Don't try this at home. Unless you're the legal drinking age, then do whatever the fuck you want.
Mountain Dew.
Okay. Yeah, Mountain Dew's fucking awesome.
Mountain
Dude, I gotta start making videos about like healthy people. I did We Wear Cute. I ate ramen all day. And now for this, I'm fucking just killing myself. Okay, bottoms up. Oh God. I'm regretting my decision. Let's do the laser beam through your eyeballs. Let's do that one. I gotta find the sound. I found it! I found it! Dude, I don't know why I'm trying so hard to convince people I'm a country boy. I have Yee Yee tattooed on my leg. I always forget I have that tattoo, because I should never have gotten it, but.
Here we are.
Oh, dude. Dude, I look so dumb.
These city boys make threats on the internet.
What if country boys actually talk like that? City boys make threats on the internet.
These city boys make threats on the internet and put gun emojis. Country boys show up to your house about 50 deep, cut your limbs off with a machete, then feeds to the hogs. See, city boys, when they get in a fight, they just close their eyes and swing their arms like idiots. Country boys just look at you and pierce your heart with a laser beam from their eyeballs.
Dude, that's so good. Let's go. I'm a country king. All right, so the next TikTok we're gonna do is things I'd wear as your man. Okay, well, that's just me changing outfits, so that's gonna be kind of boring for you guys to watch. So here's a TikTok. Okay, we gotta do this one though. Oh, that looks so dumb, dude. I love it. We're doing all right. Next is the one I've been waiting for, okay? I gotta try to do this beer thing. Fuck, how does he do it? So he's got 2 beers. It's like shit, oh my God. Okay, so he's got 2 beers. He's kind of holding them. One's kind of under the... Hey, have I ever held anything before? Okay, so he's kind of just like hits it off his leg. Ow! Fuck! 2 fingers. Kiwi. Not now. I really gotta do it hard, eh? Ow! I'm gonna break my fucking finger. How does he do that? Okay, maybe because he's sitting, it's easier. Or maybe because he's on a dirt road. Maybe that helps. Okay, I think I might have. Okay. Okay, I think I might have done it. First try. Oh, you think a country boy was a fucking Swiffer wet jet? A country boy would have just called his golden retriever to lick up the beer. Fuck. Okay, I think I got the basics down for that one, so I'm gonna film that outside, and here's the final product. Okay, so next up we'll do the dip one. I think it's time to make some dip. What does chewing tobacco even look like? Kiwi's been giving me dirty looks this whole time. And I understand. If I saw me, I'd give me dirty looks too. Oh, my hands are all sticky. I mean...
Yeah, my hands are sticky.
Oh, I should've used a blender, dude. But hey, blender? I hardly know. Okay, so this is what we got. So then I got my tin. I'll just put the chewing tobacco in the tin. Cool. And now this goes right in the garbage, because I hate this shit. Okay, I'm gonna make this TikTok. Here's the final product. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed those TikToks. My stomach hurts. I'm starting to think I'm not cut out for this whole country boy thing. I almost broke my finger just trying to open a beer bottle. But you know what? I have one more idea that might just work. It might turn me into a country boy. This is my last final hope. This is my Hail Mary. So let's see if it works. Come along. Maybe I'm not very good at being a country TikTok boy, but there is a loophole that not many people know about. Bo Burnham has a song about this in his special Make Happy, but if you make country music, you don't actually have to do any country stuff. Like he mentions that these big country stars, they just talk about doing hard work when they have like private jets and stuff, while the actual hardworking country people listen to it and they're like, oh, okay, sick. Let's take a look at some country lyrics, for example. I was hauling hay, I was feeding the hogs, and that summer sun had me sweating like a dog. That summer sun had my tongue all the way out of my mouth, so I cooled off in the creek. Then it was back to work in the daggum heat. I was cussing out loud, thinking about quitting. Looking back now, I'm sure glad I didn't. Cause just when I thought it couldn't get no hotter, I caught a glimpse of the farmer's daughter. Daggum, you know? Daggum, what does that mean? What does daggum mean? Okay, it's like a country term for damn. You could replace damn with daggum. Cool, I didn't know that. Southern beavers build daggums.
Oh god, daggum.
So the guy who wrote this song, his name is Rodney Atkins, and I don't think this guy has ever done any farm work in his whole life. Look at him. He looks like if Papa John was like never bitten by that radioactive pizza and he just made country music instead. This guy's name should be Papa John Denver. And I tried looking up to see if this guy actually grew up on a farm, but I couldn't find anything, which is weird because if you did grow up on a farm and your whole career is based off of growing up on a farm, being a true country boy, like you'd advertise that to everybody, right? I would. But country folk, they love this guy because he makes good country music, you know? Let's read some of these comments. I married the daughter of a farmer, and let me tell you this, there are very few things on this earth that are truer, more genuine, and more beautiful than a farmer's daughter. No joke. Think I'm joking?
No joke.
If anyone likes this song and is still listening 2020, give me a thumbs up. Those comments are so funny to me. I like reading them like they're radio transmissions in like a zombie apocalypse. Please, if anyone likes this song and is still listening 2020, give me a thumbs up. Let's look at some more lyrics. Yeah, the boys around here, drinking that ice cold beer. Talking about girls, talking about trucks, running them red dirt roads out, kicking up dust. The boys around here, sending up a prayer to the man upstairs. Backwoods legit, don't take no shit. Chew tobacco, chew tobacco, chew tobacco, spit. Chew tobacco, chew tobacco, chew tobacco, spit. Jesus, did Pitbull write this song?
Meet me at the hotel room. Meet me at the hotel room.
Like, he really didn't hold back. You got beer, girls, trucks, religion, and chewing tobacco in the same chorus, dude. That is the songwriting equivalent of only taking one trip when you're bringing your groceries in from your car. You can stagger it a bit, it's okay. This guy's just like, no, I'm gonna bring it all. I'm taking it one trip, I'm strong as fuck. This song isn't satire either. It's 100% serious, and it's by People Magazine's 2017 Sexiest Man Alive, Blake Shelton.
Thank you.
Do you think that guy's ever worked on a farm? No way, dude. I've done more farm work than that guy. It was on Farmville in 2009, but still. Okay, yeah, right here. Blake Tullison Shelton was born in Ada to Dorothy, a beauty salon owner, and Richard Shelton, a used car salesman. No farmer, huh? But that doesn't seem fair to me, right? They're like gentrifying country music, if that's... Can I use that word in that sense? I don't know. I feel like there should be like a country music committee that like forces country singers to actually work on a farm before they can write songs about it, you know? Because it's so weird. It's like if Jeff Bezos wrote a song about like ethical business practices, you know? Sure, it'd be great to hear, but he doesn't know anything about that. And I just picked two like random country songs. If you looked at like any mainstream country music, it's all like that. It's all drinking trucks with my hot beer, her jeans were nice. And that's the whole song. But anyways, back to me. If I want to be inducted into the Country Boy Hall of Fame, I just have to make a banger of a country song. Because I can't be a real country boy. I'm bad at making the TikToks. Bass Pro Shop scares me. So I feel like this is my only option. I have to use all the knowledge that I've gained to make a beautiful country ballad so I can be named People Magazine's 2017 Sexiest Man Alive because I was robbed of that title. So without further ado, without further ada, here is my country song. Well, I just got done on my old man's farm and I walked on into town. I saw a girl with the bleach blonde hair and her boots right on the ground. So I grabbed a couple ice cold beers from the fridge and I opened them with my feet. And let me tell you something about this girl. She's the sweetest thing you'll ever meet. She's the yin of my yin, the ground to my beat. She's the girl of all my dreams. But there's just one thing about her that I just cannot believe. I can't believe. When I look in those eyes, it ain't no surprise. She's the most southern girl I've dated. But there's only one thing wrong with this woman. We're not blood related. Oh, brother, what will my daddy say about this? Friends say I'm crazy for loving you, but I don't know what else to do. What else can I do? You got a lip full of dip and a heart full of love. You're sweeter than Mountain Dew. I stand in a circle of fire for you and let a bull chase after me. I swear to God. But how are we supposed to start a family if we ain't family? She's the ear of my heart, the seed of my soul. She's everything I need. You're everything I need. Except she's not my sister, or my cousin at the very least. Like a worm on my daddy's fishbowl. You got me hooked and my breath is faded. But there's still only one thing wrong with this girl. Still not blood related. Woo! Come on now. You make me shoot lasers out of my eyes. Well, folks, we got to talking and one thing led to another. And if I want this girl to be family, I guess I just gotta marry her brother. Me? He's the skin of my bug, the wheels of my truck. He's my sweet home on the range. I'm in love with him. And there ain't one thing about him that I would ever change. Perfect man. Now, honey, I know it might take a while for you to get situated. I understand. But I'm in love with your brother, even though we're now blood related. Well, hope you enjoyed that. That song, Blood Related, is now on Spotify and other streaming services, so you can stream it if you want. It would be very funny if we got this song on the country charts. That's all I'm saying. Please, I want to be a country boy. And I know I said I was going to prove these country stereotypes wrong in this video, but I pretty much wrote the whole song around them, so all right. In conclusion, I think I have a lot more respect for country folk after this video. It really takes a certain type of person to stand in a ring of fire, get tackled by a bull, and then wake up the next morning and do like 12 hours of physical labor. If I like get up too quick, I have a headache for like the rest of the day. So I really admire these people. And you know what? I think country people get a bad rep, you know, from people like me. While I was looking up photos of trucks for this video, I found this article about this country boy who painted the back of his truck. It says, "Not all country boys are bigots. Happy Pride Month." And that's great. That made me happy. Sure, it's the bare minimum, but it's more than you usually see, so it's nice to see that, you know? Shout out to all my country folk. Because of that song, I am legally inducted into the country boy cult. You know, maybe I can even convince my bandmates in Wallows to maybe do a country song on the next album. I don't know. Well, I'll talk to the fellas. Like the video if you enjoyed it. You know, I like doing commentary stuff, obviously, but it's always fun to, you know, mix other stuff in it like this as well. And also, 1 like equals 1 lip that I will fill with dip. Not mine, because I don't want to do it, just strangers. I will fill strangers' lips with dip. Yeah, leave a comment, let me know what you thought. Let me know if you want me to make a country album. And if there's enough comments, maybe I'll do it. I'll think about it. Yeah, subscribe if you want. Check the other things I do. You know, Instagram, Twitter, podcast, all that stuff is down in the description. And yeah, say goodbye to this room, I guess. Fuck, this is the last time I'm gonna be filming in here. Weird. I know it doesn't really have that much of an effect on my videos, but yeah, I feel like I should say something. Thank you for all the support that you guys have given me the last, basically 2 years. I've been doing this for like full-time 2 years now, which is crazy to think about. You know, whether this is the first video you've seen from me or you've followed me since like Vine, or anywhere in between, just sincerely thank you so much for watching me, supporting me, tweeting me, you know, commenting everything. It's, you know, getting merch, coming to see me. It truly blows my mind. But if I think about it too long, I'll start to like cry or some shit. So, but yeah, I truly cannot thank you enough for the support. So seriously, thank you. I'm talking like I'm never gonna make a video again. It's quite the opposite. I'm gonna definitely make more videos. I'm gonna make a bunch of videos in the future. But I don't know, it feels weird to leave this room, you know, because my life kind of like changed in this room. So, but yeah, again, I'm still making videos. It'll just be in a different setup. Fortunately, I would stick around, but I have to go. I have to butt chug a bunch of Mountain Dew. Mountain Doo-Doo. See ya.
He's the skin of my bug, the wheels of my truck. He's my sweet home on the range. I'm in love with him. And there ain't one thing about him that I would ever change. It might take a while for you to get situated. I understand. But I'm in love with your brother even though...
Hey there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's very good to see you again. Folks, I've been meaning to make another movie review type video ever since I made the Christian Mingle the movie video a few months ago. It was tough like narrowing down. I had a lot of options for movies that I wanted to cover, but I kept coming back to this one. The movie that we're going to be looking at today is called Fateful Findings. I've wanted to make a video about this movie for probably like 2 years now. It might be my favorite movie ever. It's a roller coaster. Not actually, it's a movie. It's not a roller coaster, but it's comparable to a roller coaster, you know, because how much fun it is. You guys get metaphors, right? If you've seen the movie or heard of the movie before, it's fun to look back at it again. And if you've never seen this movie before, holy shit, you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat. Yummy, yummy pee-pee. A little backstory about Fateful Findings before we get into the film, okay? Fateful Findings was directed, written, and produced by a man named Neil Breen. And if you were wondering, yes, he is also the star of the film. I'll read you the synopsis. A boy develops amazing mystical powers and uses them as an adult to hack government databases. And I know that may sound like a pretty straightforward premise, but this movie is anything but straightforward, okay? So without further ado, let's get into Fateful Findings. So the movie starts with two kids just being kids, right? They're walking through a park, they're walking through a desert, they're making skulls move. To be a kid again. And then they find a mushroom.
Look, Leah, a mushroom.
I love this pose that this kid is staying in for so long. Look, a mushroom. So then there's this weird, like, blue wind that flies by. I still don't know what this is, really. I've watched the movie several times and I don't know what the blue wind is. And the mushroom turns into a little bag. I didn't think I'd ever say that sentence in my life, but here we are. And what's in that little mushroom bag?
A treasure.
So then they put these little beads in the box that were next to the mushroom for some reason, and then they bury it. This is a real movie. And then the girl writes, "It's a magical day" in her notebook, okay? And remember that, all right? That's gonna be very important to the plot that doesn't exist in this movie. Remember it. So I guess later, the girl, Leah, is moving away. You know, I guess there's too much blue wind in the neighborhood. They gotta get out of there.
Where's Dylan?
Where's Dylan? Literally right here. Where is he? Dylan? I'm right here. Leah, where are you? I can't see you, Dylan. You want me to move closer? Is that good? Oh, there you are, Dylan. What the fuck? This next scene with no like title card or anything that says like 20, 30 years later or in the future or anything, any transition at all. There's nothing. It's then we see this guy, okay? And this is our guy, Neil Breen, okay? He is the mastermind behind this film, and this is the boy grown up. That's Dylan from the Magic Mushroom Treasure. That's him grown up now.
Hi. Yeah?
Are you on your way home?
Okay, great. Yeah. No, nothing. Nothing special.
Oh, God. He's the only guy there. The only guy on both sides of the street. He's the only one crossing for all you can see. And then when they zoom in on the legs, there's like 5 other people there, like right beside him. Oh my God, man.
Can you hear me?
Okay, so he gets hit by a fucking Rolls Royce, and I just love the face that he makes to the car that is speeding towards him and is about to hit him. And then someone walks out of that Rolls Royce, walks towards Dylan's corpse and gives him a little rock, a little baby stone, and then fucks off. And that's really weird and doesn't make any sense. But what also doesn't make sense is that nobody is talking to her and being like, "Hey, can I get your information? I'm calling the cops because you just fucking hit that guy." And so they put him on a stretcher. One of the paramedics puts his phone on his belly for some reason. I'm not a paramedic. I don't know. Is that what you do? Paramedics, sound off in the comments. Let me know if you put phones on victims' bellies. Okay, so he's taken to the hospital, and we learn that it's pretty serious.
He's in critical condition.
But since he has that magical little rock, he wakes up. And he's fine. And he just gets up and walks out of the fucking hospital. So then he goes home and takes the bloodiest shower fucking ever.
What are you doing home? You're supposed to be in a hospital.
I let myself out. Help me. Help me.
Goals, dude. Fucking goals right there. If you can't handle me at my face cast, then you don't deserve me at my not face cast. Alright. So this is a part of the story where we find out that he's a best-selling author. He's a very successful author.
I have a damn master's degree in computer science, and I turn out to be a writer of novels.
But things aren't going too well, you know? Dylan's got a headache. Rightfully so, you know, because of that fucking car that hit him in the head. That'll do it. And I'm just gonna play this scene. I'm not gonna interrupt it because, wow, it's a hoot. Like, I'm sure he wanted the scene to be like huge and dramatic, like, oh, I'm fainting and everything is falling off the desk. But this, to me, it kind of just looks like he hates laptops, right? He went out of his way to make sure those laptops fucking fell on the floor, dude. So I'd like to think that's a major character trait of Dylan. He just fucking hates laptops. What's up? I'm Dylan. Get those laptops out of my fucking face. So now we meet Dylan and Emily's friends. They don't really add anything to the story, but they take up a lot of screen time. They just argue the whole movie, basically. They have a failing marriage and stuff.
Are you sure I can offer you a little drink, huh?
This one scene, they're arguing, and the husband, he drops a bomb on her, dude.
We don't have sex anymore.
And she responds in the best way possible.
I'm very busy.
God, that's the best response to any question. That gets you out of anything, dude. Can I have a word with you? Yeah, why didn't you show up for your shift yesterday? I'm very pissy. I respect your honesty. Can I get a promotion for this guy, please? Nice. Okay, so now we go back to Dylan, and he's working on his book, and this scene fucking cracks me up a lot. I know I've said that like 30 times already, but every scene makes me laugh a lot. So he asks for his pills.
Where are my pills?
And as soon as he gets them,
thank you.
For no reason, he decides that he doesn't need them anymore.
I don't need these.
He doesn't need his painkillers after he got hit in the face by a Rolls Royce. And then he has this dramatic scene in the bathroom where he like flushes them down the toilet. And they're treating it like he's like addicted to them. But he's not addicted. It's not a part of the plot. He just like decides not to have them anymore. And I know I said he flushed them down the toilet. He didn't. He just put them in the toilet. He didn't flush it down. So his wife goes in and she grabs the pills. Uh-oh. Then he's back to working on his book and we get another top-notch fainting scene. Let's watch it. Oh my god, man. Maybe you should take your pills, man. Holy fuck, if you keep fainting so much. I don't need these. And he fucking spilled it all over his laptop, dude. My theory's correct. He hates laptops. They're just so portable and convenient. I hate them. Hey, whoa, take it easy, man. You don't look so good. You keep fainting. I think I'm gonna call 911, all right? Hey, get that out of here. That isn't a rotary phone. Okay, so then they have this weird fucking dinner party. And then we finally get into the main plot point of the movie. And it seemingly comes out of nowhere, like for no reason at all.
I'm going to continue hacking into these government systems to see what I can find out about all this national and international corruption I know is going on.
There was no mention of any sort of government corruption or hacking like before this. There's no mention of it. And now he's just like, yeah, I guess I'll just hack into the government. That's fine. Like I said before, this is a real movie. Okay, so now we find out that Dylan's wife is addicted to the pills that Dylan flushed down the toilet.
Your pill taking for pain relief has gotten out of control.
And then they have yet another argument about just bullshit. I don't even know what they're talking about in this one.
My job sucks.
I've got to get this work done. It's going to shock the world. I've hacked into just about all the information I need. They have no idea. Get off the pills! Straighten your life out! Let's talk!
Imagine being in an argument with your wife and sitting like that. Wow, fucking power move, dude. That's so sick. Oh, you're taking the kids? Okay. Okay, so now he's back in his office, just hacking away. Hack, hack, hack. And then his wife walks in and says,
I'm done talking.
Which totally makes sense. This is a real movie. And then Dylan fucking turns on the charm, dude.
Really?
Every other scene, he's throwing a laptop on the floor. don't ever invite Neil Breen to your house, okay? And this is my office here. Right here's my laptop. Hey, whoa, what are you doing?
I hate them!
And then they start making a mess of the whole office, and then they rip each other's shirt for some reason, and then they kiss, and all is well, I guess. Okay, so now they're having some barbecue thing, and the whole gang is there, dude.
The doctor at the hospital.
The doctor of the hospital. That's not a real thing. Nice to meet you, I'm the doctor of the hospital. I check the hospital's pulse, I give the hospital their medicine, and I just make sure the hospital is in tip-top shape, because I'm the doctor of the hospital. Okay, so they're all hanging out and something crazy happens. The doctor of the hospital goes to take out her phone, but accidentally drops her notebook, obviously because it's fucking humongous and it's barely in her pocket to begin with. But it falls on the ground, and it opens to the page that says, "It's a magical day." It's the girl from before, dude.
Is this yours?
Yes, it's just something I've been carrying for good luck.
Oh my God. Is that you? It is, isn't it? It's you, Leah.
Very subtle, guys. Okay, so now we go back to the friends, and they're arguing now about fucking nothing.
Another hard day at the office.
Damn it, yes. Stay away from me.
Hey dude, a little bit of an overreaction, I think. What, another hard day at the office?
I'm gonna shoot this damn car out full of holes!
No!
Again, let me remind you, this movie is about a man with superpowers hacking the government. What the fuck is going on right now? What are we watching?
Jim! How could you have done this? Jim!
Come on, use your special little rock. Can't you save him with your little pebble? Come on.
I can't believe you committed suicide.
Okay, so Jim's dead now, I guess, because he poured his drink on his wife. And to be honest, dude was asking for it. That's fucked up, dude. And now Dylan is hanging out with Leah, and things are getting pretty steamy. And this is one thing I wanted to talk about. This is really strange because, like, they're the same age, right? Like, when they were kids, they were both kids. So you would think 20 years in the future, they would be the same age, right? No shade or anything, but he's obviously much older than that girl, right? Time just flows differently when you're Neil Breen, okay? Oh, you didn't know that? Where have you Breen? So they go back to the magic mushroom treasure, fucking play around in the dirt a bit, and then they kiss next to a tree. Just two people who are the same age, kissing in a forest, because that's how you hack the government. While they're making out, Dylan's wife overdoses, and Dylan has the same emotionless response that he had with Jim.
Emily!
And so I guess Leah is his new wife now, just super quick, no downtime, just next wife on the go, ready to go. And I'm gonna play this scene right now because, wow, it's fucking crazy. What was that? Hey, what the fuck? What did I just watch? Yum yum. That one spinach leaf made me very full. Oh, I dropped it.
Jim!
So now he's telling Leah that he's hacking into every government ever, and for how secret he's saying it is, he sure is telling a lot of people, right? Hey everyone, don't tell anybody, but I'm hacking into the government, all right? Don't tell anyone though, it's a secret. you must be very quiet when you tell someone else. I mean, don't tell anyone. Please don't tell anyone else.
I can't wait any longer.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Why does he... Every scene, man. Okay, this is my impression of Neil Breen walking into a Best Buy. Okay, we're almost at the end, I promise. Okay, so Leah's walking into her house, and then she gets kidnapped. Very poorly, may I add. Okay, that was creepy that I said that. I know how to kidnap, all right? And that's bad kidnap. I'm not saying that at all. It's just in broad daylight, like on someone's driveway, you know what I'm saying. And while they're like, you know, tussling, the kidnapper drops a piece of paper saying where he's gonna bring her. Thank God. So now he's looking for Leah, and he finds the hooded kidnapper. And he does what any of us would do, smash a bottle over his head. If you thought that was weird and random as shit, get ready for this, all right? He teleports into the trailer that she's being kept in and rescues her. There was no real mention of superpowers before this. We didn't know if he knew he had superpowers or if he knew how to use them, but I guess there it is.
I need to put the blindfold back on. Trust me. I'm going to do something that you can't see.
Just does like a bunch of Fortnite dances. Please, put this blindfold on. I don't want you to see this. Hey, put the blindfold back on. What did I say? Okay, so they escape. Hooray! And now Dylan is ready to tell the whole world what he found while he was hacking. And this scene is edited so well and I love it with all my heart, okay? I would die for this scene. I know this video is probably long as shit already, but I want to play this scene as long as I can, okay? I need you to see how amazing it is.
I've been hacking into government and corporate systems all over the country. All over the world. What I have found will shock you.
I'm afraid of going to prison. They now know my crimes. I am resigning today as your senator.
I resign today as president of the bank.
Okay, sorry to interrupt, but that's my favorite line in any movie ever. I am resigning as president
of the bank.
So, okay, the scene goes on for a very long time, but it's basically all these corrupt businessmen and senators. They all take their lives at the same time while Dylan is giving his speech about files and society and stuff. Get a load of this society. And now, after all said and done, Dylan and Leah, two people who are the same age, they walk through a forest and they live happily ever after. That's the fucking movie. Jesus Christ. I think I'm like astral projecting right now, dude. I feel like I was watching myself watch that movie. Half of that stuff didn't need to be in there. The friend's troubling marriage leading to a murder. Those little beads. They kind of jumped the gun on the superpowers thing. The hacking kind of came out of nowhere. Never found out who that random girl was from the Rolls Royce. There's just a lot of stuff that I don't understand about this.
I'm very busy.
But I'd like to think that there's a deeper message in this movie, right? So I'm going to try to figure out what it is. Is it have an affair? So when your wife dies, you already have one as a backup. No, that can't be it. Is it don't hack the government unless you have a special little rock? That's true, but I don't think that's it. I don't know. I don't know what the message is, dude. Maybe it's just really pro-mushroom. Maybe that's what this movie is. Mushrooms are good for you, okay? They taste good. And maybe if we all spent a little more time with mushrooms, we'd come to find that they're a real treasure.
Aww. A treasure?
This movie was brought to you by the American Mushroom Institute, I think. In all seriousness, Neil Breen, he's gained like a really passionate fan base from this movie and many of his other films, and rightfully so. Dude, like I was hooked the whole time. Throughout this whole movie, I could not stop watching. And that's rare, dude. Like there's a lot of movies that come out now, like big blockbusters, where I'm like, all right, let's get on with it. But this one, I was like genuinely entertained the whole time, and that's great, okay? He's making the art that he wants to make, and that is special, okay? So hats off to you, Neil. And I encourage you to please support Neil. I'll leave the link to his website where you can get his movies. And grab this DVD because watching it through this video doesn't do it justice. You have to sit down and watch the whole thing, okay? So Neil, props to you. This video is all in good fun, and just keep doing you, man. That's amazing. Now, I don't know about you guys, but after watching this movie, I have a severe hatred for laptops. That's the video. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Kurtis Connor. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. 1 like equals 1 broken laptop. And I love those, okay? So please, press the like button. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know if you've seen this, or let me know any other movies you want me to make a video about. That'd be great. Press the subscribe button if you want. That would mean the world. I make a video every single week, and they're so much fun. And you'll get an extra greeting at the beginning of the next video, and the one after that, and basically all the other ones until you unsubscribe. But please don't. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Kurtis Connor. I gotta go play with Little Rock. A little Dwayne Johnson. The Little Rock. Okay, bye. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more from me, you can click on the videos on the screen there and you can watch those. And don't forget to press the subscribe button. Alright, peace out. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's really good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every single one of my videos except for that one time. So press the subscribe button for an extra greeting. All right, folks. I feel like this video is gonna be a little more ranty, if that's a word. So I apologize in advance if you don't like videos like that, but I have a lot of opinions on this subject and it's my YouTube channel, so I can do what I want, all right? I've been using TikTok pretty regularly for like a year now. I've been making fun of it for 2 years, but like for the past year, I've been like actively like consuming content on there and creating content on TikTok. And I've seen a lot of really like great, original, creative, funny content on TikTok, which is great. But lately I've also seen another side of TikTok that is just the complete opposite of that. And I wanted to talk about it today because there's a lot of things that have happened on TikTok in the last few weeks that illustrate how I feel about this subject and just how I feel about it outside of the platform as well. So let's get into it. There's a pretty big group of people on TikTok who are self-proclaimed lovers of dark humor. And as much as I wish that meant telling knock-knock jokes with the lights off, that's not what they mean by dark humor. And I hate to sound like a high school student phoning in an oral presentation, but Webster's dictionary defines dark humor as a form of humor that regards human suffering as absurd rather than pitiable, or that considers human existence as ironic and pointless, but somehow comic. So remember that definition going forward, okay? Just keep that in your skull. Your brain, to be more specific. And the example given on the Wikipedia page for dark humor is Act 3, Scene 1 of Romeo and Juliet, where Mercutio is stabbed and Romeo says this: "Courage, man, the hurt cannot be much." And then Mercutio says, "No, 'tis not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door, but 'tis enough, 'twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man." So just remember that, keep that in your skull. That is the definition of dark humor, okay? And personally, I've always found it very strange to be a self-proclaimed lover of dark/offensive humor. Like if I meet someone and they confess that about themselves to me, I'm not only exiting the conversation, I'm exiting whatever room we're in. I don't care where I am. If I'm on an airplane and the guy next to me says, "You know what, I actually like have a pretty dark sense of humor," I'm gone, okay? I'm recreating the opening scene of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. Because in my experience, when someone says,
I guess you could call my humor a little twisted, a little dark, edgy.
All I'm getting from that is, hey, I like to say racist, misogynistic, and sexist things without getting in trouble. And some of you may know there's been a lot of controversy and drama around a few people on TikTok who specialize in making controversial or offensive jokes. And it all sort of bubbled up into this big thing, and I want to cover it today and kind of give my 2 cents on it. Well, we don't have pennies in Canada anymore, so round that up. I want to give my nickel on it. My 2 nickels. But yeah, based on what I've seen on TikTok, this video is probably going to get a lot of hate. But just remember, no one can hate me more than I already hate myself, okay? So good luck, Chuck. It's a Dane Cook movie. Let's go. So there's a whole lot of drama and controversy going on recently with this creator named Donald Donnie J. What if the next 20 minutes of this video is just me trying to say this correctly? Donald Dijon. That's the video. See you guys. His name is Chris in real life, so let's go with that. I'm sure some of you may have seen his videos before, but Chris did this thing where he would react to certain videos by making like a happy face and then a sad face. Pretty harmless in theory, but in practice, not so much. Let's watch a quick one. That's hilarious. That's groundbreaking. This is a pinnacle of comedy. This is all he did, by the way. He made the exact same video like 100 times. And it was usually him reacting to someone who wasn't sticking to like conventional like gender norms, or someone who was just a part of the LGBTQ+ community, just being themselves. And people were pretty upset about this content. And rightfully so. Like when I watch this, it doesn't seem like a funny haha joke, right? Like he's not changing the content at all. He's not commenting on it or making like a new joke about it. It's just smiling when he sees something that he likes or he's okay with, and then making a shocked, disturbed face when he sees something he doesn't, you know? But funny enough, while I was scripting this video, his account got banned from TikTok. So I can't show you all the comments that I wanted to show you guys, but for the most part, when he would make a video, all the comments were like, here come the snowflake, hey, here comes a blizzard, I have never had an original thought in my life. And when his account got banned, all of his fanboys and his fan pages were like, how could you, hey, come on, how could you ban him for simply making faces? He's not even saying words. Hey, these are just faces. How do you ban him for making face? And that is so goddamn stupid. Cause like, hey, if his videos were just a video of him going, he wouldn't be fucking banned, that'd be fine. It's the context of why he's making those faces, right? It's also so goddamn stupid to think that the only way you can convey a message is to speak it, right? Hey, what's your deal? My name's Keith. Key. Hey, I think one of you guys dropped your sign. Oh my god. Are you beating up another Keith again? Why do you hate Keith so much? Oh, whoa. Don't put words in my mouth, buddy. I never said that. I never said I hate a guy named Keith. Come on, what I'm doing right now? This is harmless. See? He can't even feel it. Yeah, because he's dead. Rest in Keith. To further illustrate my point, here's a video. So what conclusion do you reach when you see that video? You would think I like dogs and I hate cats. So with that logic and you apply it to his videos, you can see the underlying message that he's portraying, right? But before I get comments about this, there were also people making the argument that he was making these expressions because he wasn't expected to be like attracted to maybe a boy dressing up as a girl or vice versa. But that explanation is just total bullshit when you watch his other videos. For example, he duetted a video of Tony Lopez and Nikita Dragon. Oh, my two favorite influencers in the world who only do good, amazing things. But the video starts with Nikita singing into Tony's neck. Chris loves that. Chris loves that part. But when Tony goes and kisses Nikita, Chris doesn't like that. He didn't like that part. And let's just take a look at these comments. Really like quick content warning for transphobia. But let's take a look. That's two men and no one can tell me otherwise. Why did two guys kiss each other? And then we got one from the guy whose profile picture is Chris. Ayo, those boys sus. I screenshotted these like before the account got banned, but there was way more, like hundreds and hundreds of transphobic comments left by people with this Chris guy as their profile picture. So hey dude, you're not really just making faces, are you? The content that he was making was creating a toxic and hateful environment that was spreading transphobia, and it was just full of people making insensitive jokes about shit they know nothing about. And also, quick sidebar, when did the term sus become a slang term for homosexual? I feel like that's really weird, right? Because sus, to me, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought sus was short for suspicious, correct? So, if you're gay, then you're suspicious. That's the new term, I guess. You have to come out as suspicious. And there's gonna be a suspicious Pride Month every year. I mean, like if the video, if the video in question, if Tony Lopez and Nikita Dragun were both wearing like face masks and like long sleeve white and black striped shirts and they had big bags of money like over their shoulder, yeah, that's super sus. He just robbed a bank. I don't know, I just think that's super weird. But back to what the video's about. So with all this going on, this Chris guy had like a lot of people coming to his defense. He had like a lot of TikTokers like sticking up for him and being like, this is fucked up. And also, he had the universally loved and respected YouTuber come to his defense, Keemstar.
Unban Donald J. right now.
So I feel like that tells you everything you need to know. Because holy shit, man, if you're ever in some sort of controversy or a scandal and Keemstar's on your side, you fucking never want to be on the same side as Keemstar, dude. Like if Keemstar made a video tomorrow and was like, you should drink water and eat food and get a good amount of sleep every day. Get a coffin ready for me, because I'll be dead very soon. Because I'm not doing any of those things. See ya.
He doesn't even say anything!
And oh my god, dude, there was another TikToker who was really upset about this Chris guy getting banned. And he made probably the worst video I have ever seen in my life. Yo, imagine making that. Imagine making that video, dude. Imagine like setting your phone down and then running to... You better watch out for my neck beard. Like straight up, this guy looks old enough to be my dad's dad. And his #1 priority is to piss off teenagers on an app. Also, bro, if you're over the age of 18, don't have those fucking LED lights in your room. For sure don't have them, man. You see where the wall meets the ceiling? All those lights? Yeah, they changed colors. Saw them in a tween's TikTok. Had to put them up for myself, yeah. I'm so young, it's insane. But in that TikTok, he said he's gonna make offensive jokes until Chris was unbanned. So let's take a look at one of those offensive jokes, shall we? Real nice. So not even a joke, really. Just you admitting that you're old and then body shaming a kid.
Dude, that's so fucking funny, bro. Fuck, I wish I thought of that.
Okay, I found another video from this guy. I wish I saw it earlier, but it's comedy gold, guys. Let's watch it.
Whoa, this is the little girl's room.
I identify as a little girl.
Oh, okay. Aw, hi, sweetie.
Oh, I identify as a man today.
Oh.
Where's the men's restroom?
Oh, it's to the left. Thank you.
Pack it up, every other comedian in the world. He won. Like, if you're gonna make an offensive joke, at least make it a joke. It's pretty easy. Setup, punchline. Like, hey man, if that shirt of yours was any smaller, I would have confused it with your penis. There's a little quick joke for you. Or was that too sus of me? This is just a prime example of what I said earlier. You don't have a dark sense of humor, man. You're just a fucking asshole. And this is the behavior that Chris's fan base was displaying. This TikToker named Toby, who is a very sweet, funny, nice boy, may I add. He made a video about Chris that wasn't even that bad, like at all. And he had so many people roasting him, so many people making videos about him, people like Chris's fans sending him death threats and shit, which is pretty telling about the videos, right? Like if his videos were actually innocent and just him making faces, his audience wouldn't be so fucking evil, right? But the content is inherently judgmental, so it attracts a judgmental audience. Moving on, sort of, there was another recently banned TikToker who came to Chris's defense that I want to talk about. Before all this stuff even happened, I got so many messages to make a video about this guy after I talked about Russell Hartley. And I really didn't want to, but I mean, I feel like I have to talk about him if I'm talking about dark humor on TikTok. But I'm not gonna say this guy's name, okay? Because one, no free clout. And two, this guy creams his fucking cargo shorts whenever anybody makes a video about him. So we're just gonna call him Buzz, because he has a buzz cut, and he kind of reminds me of Buzz McAllister from Home Alone, and he is the exact same height as a Buzz Lightyear doll. He is that big. I'm just kidding, that's not true. But wow, holy shit, that'd be so funny. If you met him and he was literally that big, you're like, whoa, man. So this guy's name is Buzz Official on TikTok. He used to be called Buzz Jokes, but he got banned for some reason. I guess it was all the terrible hate speech that he was spewing. That's just my guess. Or maybe they banned him for lying because his name was Buzz Jokes, but I've never seen a real original joke from him.
Coronavirus what?
Tequila!
Corona tequila.
And I could go on all day about how this guy's a misogynistic,
If you're pretty without makeup, then you're pretty.
Trump-supporting anti-masker.
We don't care.
But that's not what this video's about, okay? And I also could talk about the fact that he's friends with the underwater horse from the 50s who has sex with phones, Russell Hartley, but that's not what the video's about either. This video's about offensive humor, so let's stick to that, all right? So let's take a look at this guy's dark, twisted sense of humor.
People of all colors need to speak up at a time like this.
You know, for a girl telling us all to speak up and use our voices, you sure do whisper a lot.
Good one.
You're a terrible person. Why you say that? Because of all those terrible jokes you made.
What jokes?
You know what jokes I'm talking about. The ones that were racist, sexist, misogynistic, homophobic, transphobic.
I never made any jokes that were homophobic.
You get it? You get it? The crux of the joke is, you guys get it though? Let me explain. The crux of the joke, he's saying he's never made homophobic jokes, but he didn't reference the other jokes, so he's confirming that he did make those jokes. Genius. That's the thing about this guy. I've never seen him make an original joke. Like, he always makes videos about like, yeah, I've made these jokes and people are getting mad at me for all these jokes I make, but I've never seen him make like a fucking actual joke. Well, I mean, maybe he did. There's no way to know because his account got banned, which is brutal. Any joke I've made, you can find it no problem, because you know why? Not banned. You know why I haven't been banned? Because it's super easy to not get banned. I feel like the reason this guy pisses me off so much is I've met this type of guy dozens of times at open mics when I started doing stand-up comedy. There are dudes who peaked in high school who spend way too much time with their friends who also peaked in high school, and they make the same jokes that they made when they peaked in high school, and then one guy will just be like, dude, you're so funny, bro, you're so funny, you gotta try stand-up. But then he doesn't know how to actually write a joke, so they just say the most offensive thing they can to get some sort of shock value or any sort of reaction from the audience. I've seen it so many fucking times, and I hate it so much. But holy moly, would I love to see this guy do stand-up. Wow. All right, so sexual assault's pretty funny, right? I had one joke. People got really mad at me for it. What's the joke? Huh? What do you mean? Like, what's the joke? Can we hear it? Well, I don't know how to write a joke. So I kind of just said an offensive thing, and then people got pissed at me. Yeah. What's my time? Okay, so you just say offensive things and then after the fact you claim them to be a joke so you don't get in trouble? Coronavirus?
Corona tequila.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Don't let me saying that I've never seen him make a joke confuse you, because he's made offensive videos before and he's called them jokes, but I don't see them as that. Because, you know, jokes are supposed to be funny. That's like their main characteristic. Like, this guy's made several jokes about like sexual assault and he thinks that's just fine because it's dark humor. Like, how disgusting do you have to be to think that's okay? Say it with me. It's not dark humor. You're just an asshole. Big trigger warning here for sexual assault, but I'm going to show you one of his old jokes that he was super proud of. I can only find a duet of the original video because, you know, guy got banned. Can't relate. But the duet is from this guy named Tom Gray. He's very funny. But yeah, skip to this part if you don't want to see this TikTok, okay? But it's going to play in 3, 2, 1. Jesus. Okay, you're a rapist. We get it. Like, whoa. Hey, man. The fuck is wrong with you? That is like the most traumatic, life-ruining thing somebody could ever go through, and you're just making a joke about it? Holy shit, like what an evil little man. Like a little man, he's the size of a Buzz Lightyear action figure. Like there's so many other things you could make jokes about that don't invalidate people's trauma or make them feel like a piece of shit. Like if you're making fun of your own trauma and your own shortcomings, that's a whole different story, right? Like for example, my best friend Jacob, he was diagnosed with brain cancer earlier this year. And the whole time, through his chemo, through his radiation, he's been fucking joking about it the whole time. You know, because he's allowed to. He's going through it and that's how he's coping with it. And it's hilarious. And now we can laugh with him.
I can feel my cancer getting worse.
So maybe this Buzz fella should make jokes about his own trauma instead, you know, maybe like his own shortcomings. That'd be great. I'd be down for that content. You know, he can make a joke about how he lacks basic human empathy, you know, that'd be pretty funny. Or a joke about how he dresses like a substitute gym teacher. Those are just some suggestions. You don't have to do that because the content is bad, but those V-necks, dude, whoa, even worse. And I know everybody has a different sense of humor, obviously, and freedom of speech exists, but to die on that hill and having to like constantly defend what you're saying because thousands of people hate what you're doing. I just can't imagine being like, nah, I'm right. You guys are just sensitive. And it's a common conversation. Like over the last few years, whenever I tell people I do stand-up, one of like the main responses is like, oh, I don't know how you do it. You know, you can't say anything these days. You can't joke about anything. And it's like, hey man, yeah, you can. You know how many things there are in the world? Endless. And if it's like challenging for you to write a joke that isn't offensive, good. Fucking challenge yourself, man. It's so easy to just spew out hack offensive jokes that have been around for so long that our grandfathers say at Christmas that makes everybody uncomfortable. Anybody could do that shit. I'm not saying I'm perfect either. I've said things and made jokes about things in the past that probably weren't the best to make jokes about. But when someone calls me out for it, I don't say that joke anymore. I move on. I go, oh, fuck, sorry, you're right. But I mean, who knows? You know, maybe I'm wrong about this dark humor thing. Maybe I am just a triggered snowflake. You know, there are people out there who've made like huge successful careers by telling offensive jokes, right? Think of, you know, just for example, Louis C.K., right? Man, successful, he blazed a trail, it was all smooth sailing for him. There's definitely no evidence of him doing anything that shows a lack of empathy. He had a great time for his whole career. I don't know, man. I think if you just have the option to write a joke that doesn't make people feel terrible or make a joke that does make people feel terrible, wouldn't you want to pick the former? Not Buzz. Buzz wouldn't. Buzz would pick the latter. Because he's that short and he needs all the help he can get. I know this video isn't gonna change anything, and I'm sure Buzz is gonna make fucking videos about me, but I just have so many thoughts about the subject and I wanted to just get them out of my skull. Because there is a way to do dark humor correctly. I'm not saying it's like all dark humor is bad. I just think people are confusing dark humor with, again, just being an asshole. In conclusion, I think TikTok is a great creative outlet for people. I've laughed really hard and saw some really like just amazing content on the app. But like any platform, there's gonna be toxic, insensitive people who find a toxic, insensitive audience. And the platform needs to do stuff about that. You know, it's why that Chris guy was banned. It's why Buzz was banned the first time. And it's the same as like Leafy is here on YouTube, right? I think the big world-changing conclusion that I've come to is just try to be nice, you know? Try to show a little bit of empathy. Like if thousands and thousands of people are telling you what you're doing is wrong, maybe don't do it. Unless it's people telling you to cut your mullet. Because you know what? They're just jealous. And frankly, it's pathetic. All right, all that yapping has really tuckered me out. And I've worked up quite the appetite. So let's go grab a bite while we learn about today's sponsor, HelloFresh. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this whole situation. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thinks about offensive humor, dark humor, just as a whole. It is an interesting topic. Maybe I'm wrong about a few things, but you know, that's just my opinion. And don't like send these people hate or anything. That's not my intention. At the end of the day, these people are gonna do what they want. I'm just trying to create a conversation around it. And if you disagree with some of my opinions, quit being such a fucking snowflake, dude. Here comes the blizzard. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please press the like button. Really helps me out. And believe it or not, 1 like on this video equals 1 knock-knock joke that I will tell in the dark. So be careful when you turn your lights off. Press the subscribe button if you want, because as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the whole world, and I'm the mayor. So you have to be nice to me, okay? It's the law, because I'm a snowflake. But yeah, that's the video. Thanks for watching. I'd stick around, but I actually have to go. I have to go grab scissors and turn all of my shirts into V-necks. So, see ya. Okay.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's very good to see you again. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every single video, so press that subscribe button for an extra greeting. Folks, we've got a doozy today. Okay, so a little while back, I made a video called Facebook and their insanely specific t-shirts, where we took a look at some extremely targeted t-shirts that Facebook would sell to people using their personal data, right? Or data, sorry. And it was a lot of fun, man. I had a lot of fun making it. I think it's one of my favorite videos. But ever since I made that video, dude, every fucking day, I get so many messages of people like sending me these ads of like these really shitty shirts. So I don't have a choice in making a part 2 to that video, okay? So today we're gonna take another look at some more really specific t-shirts, but also some just straight up fucking weird t-shirts, because I think that's a lot of fun and I'm gonna laugh a lot and I'm excited. Okay, so quick recap. These t-shirt companies will take data from your personal profile, like your age, your name, where you live, interests, and they'll throw all that into their like algorithm that advertises a shirt to you. But sometimes it just totally fucks up. Like this shirt. 5 things you should know about my smart-ass son. 1. He is my princess. 2. He is classy, sassy, and a bit smart-assy. Who needs commas, right? 3. He can't control her mouth. 4. He has anger issues. 5. Mess with him and they'll never find your body. Like, grammar issues aside, what the fuck is this saying, right? If my dad was wearing this, I'd be like, bro, we're fighting. How dare you say things like that about me? I'm about to pop you one, Pops. Also, you'll see going forward that this last thing, mess with him and they'll never find your body, that's one of the most widely used phrases on these shirts. And I don't know why. Does Facebook know who a good murderer would be and then they serve an ad about these shirts to those people? If they knew that information, then why wouldn't they just give it to the cops, am I right? Facebook, you're causing murders, so you should get Facebooked into prison. You know how they book people? Is that a thing, right? That's a thing, right? Does my joke make sense? Yes, it's true.
Smoking these meats.
I am a camo-wearing, toe-freezing, rut-loving, grunt-calling, antler-smashing, buck-chasing, gut-pile-making, trophy whitetail-killing hunter.
Hey, fucking yeehaw, brother. That's my kind of sweater, dude.
Fun fact about this sweater, you can't actually buy it anywhere. You have to grow it in a field of corn. Not many people know that, but it's farm living for you, baby. Growing corn, growing sweaters, marrying your cousin. I may seem quiet and reserved, but if you mess with me while I'm bowling, I will break out a level of crazy that will make your nightmares seem like a happy place. Fucking honestly, same, dude. I like the fact that these people are like warning people of how fucking insane they are. I think that's really funny. So the defendant is being charged with assault and attempted murder. How do you plea? Not guilty. I mean, we have video proof of you going down a bowling alley, picking up a pin, and then going back and beating the shit out of someone because they bumped into you while you were bowling. But Your Honor, you're forgetting one thing. Okay. What? I was wearing this shirt, and it clearly states that I would break out a level of crazy that makes their nightmares seem like a happy place. My bad, you're free to go. Your Honor, thank you for sparing me. Okay, I know this video is mostly about just really specific t-shirts, but I found some t-shirts that are just fucking really weird that I wanted to look at. Hamburger friend. I feel happiness when I eat a him. Actually, this is really weird, but I think this might be the funniest t-shirt of all time. Not for the fucked up sentence structure or just design. I think the fact that they're calling French fries hamburger friends. Wow, dude. That might be the funniest thing in the world. Yeah, I'll just get a double Big Mac, and I don't want him to be lonely. Can you put some of his friends in the bag too? Yeah, those long deep fried potato friends. All right. I am a penis. Oh fuck! fucking got me, dude. I'm a penis. I'm a fat penis. I am an asshole man. I love freedom, drink beer, and I love my wife. It's Stephen Harrison wearing this shirt.
I love my wife!
I protect my family, I eat meat, and I have tattoos. If you don't like it, move. First off, what's an asshole man? Is he only attracted to assholes? Is that what that means? Like, you know, yeah, like boob, like I'm a boobs guy, I'm a boobs man. You know, guys are attracted to boobs, or like an ass man. That's a thing. It's also the worst superhero name ever. Don't worry, Ass Man is here. I also really like the last part that says, if you don't like it, move. What a nice day this is in this grocery store. What does this guy's t-shirt say? He's an asshole man who loves his wife and eats meat and has tattoos? If I don't like it, I don't like it. I don't at all. Then move. Fine.
Hello?
Hey.
Hi.
Yeah, my real estate agent?
Yes, that's me.
Sorry, I know I just bought the house that I'm living in now.
Yeah.
This guy's shirt says I gotta move.
Oh, not him again.
Yeah.
Is he an asshole man?
Yeah, he is.
Dang it.
Alright.
Alright, I'll set it up.
Okay.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye. I love you too. Bye.
Okay, when I was looking through all these t-shirts, I found one group of people that really like these shirts and buy a lot of them, I guess. That is the wonderful society of forklift operators. Forklift operator, my sense of humor may hurt your feelings or offend you. I suggest you buckle up, buttercup. I change for no one. Everybody's a forklift operator until the real forklift operator shows up. And that's the fucking T. Shirt. Lord of the Warehouse, King of the Goods, Organizer of Doom, Defeater of Chaos. In short, forklift driver. Hey man, what do you do for a living? Oh, what do I do for a living? I am Lord of the Warehouse, Keeper of the Goods, Organizer of Doom, Defeater of Chaos. Oh my god, that sounds so cool. Are you like a superhero or something? What? Oh no. You know, heavy stuff? I drive a little car that lifts it up. Beep beep, out of my way. Keep calm and spaghetti clamp. Pardon? Huh? I'm gonna have a fucking existential crisis over this shirt, bro.
Keep calm and spaghetti clamp. Spaghetti clamp.
What does it mean? This next one isn't really a weird one. I just think it's a really good message that needs to be said, and I'm really glad that it's being put out there. Appreciate what you what. BR the makes you appreciate what you dad. And that kind of sums up everything I've been thinking lately, because people usually don't appreciate what you what, you know? People really need to BR the makes you appreciate of what you dad. And I've always said that. If I wanted to talk, I wouldn't play trombone. So they're saying that instead of talking, they'd rather just play the trombone? Because, you know, those are totally two interchangeable things that you can swap out, no problem. Hey dude, what are you doing later? Oh man, I'm sorry. Oh my god, I had no idea. In their sleep, right? So they didn't feel any pain? Okay, good. That's good. Well, I mean, I'm sending love to your family. I'm so sorry. Yeah, let me know if you need anything. Yeah, alright. Bye. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Bye. Daddy Stark do. Why the fuck? Why the fuck would you make that shirt? Holy shirt. See what that did to me? That made me say that. And it's clearly real because this is a real picture of Robert Downey Jr. posing with the shirt. I'm holding back so much vomit right now, you have no idea. These companies that make these t-shirts and stuff, some of them don't just limit themselves to shirts. They make other things like coffee mugs and like posters, shit like that. This company makes full like bed sheets and pillowcases, and this one is fucking incredible and I really want to buy it. So the one pillowcase says, best bitch wife ever.
And the other one is best asshole husband ever. And then the the duvet cover thing is a girl making out with a skeleton. And it says, it's you and me against the world, baby. We fucking got this. I'll tell you what you fucking got, dude. You got a weird ass bed. Imagine like having company over and then they see that. Okay, I'm gonna end it with these ones because these are my favorite and they're usually the most popular ones. The ones that start off with like, never underestimate a blank who was born in blank or whatever. You know those? Never underestimate a woman who listens to Disturbed and was born in July. You know, if they were born in June, then totally underestimate them, it's fine. Actually, fuck that, no. Never underestimate a woman who listens to Disturbed at all. Because if you listen to a Disturbed, you got problems. The devil whispered in my ear, "You're not strong enough to withstand the storm." Today I whispered in the devil's ear, "Never underestimate a man who was born in March. I am the storm." You heard that, Lucifer? Hey, Lucy. Yeah, I was born in March, baby. You're done for. I am the storm. Another one. Never underestimate an old man with a saxophone. Never underestimate a scuba diver who's also firefighter. Never underestimate an old man with a camera. Yeah, an old man with a camera, usually pretty creepy. Never underestimate a woman who loves Gibbs and was born in June. And those ones are just so funny because they're just so weirdly specific. It's only for like a small group of people that can wear that shirt. And it makes me upset, you know? Like, what if I'm not an old man with a saxophone? But I still kind of want that shirt, right? It doesn't feel right. So I feel like there needs to be a shirt that anyone can wear like these, you know? So I made one, okay? Never underestimate a person who lives in Kurtis and was born at some point between January 1st and December 31st. I mean, I guess not everybody can wear it. You have to be subscribed first. But yeah, this shirt's on sale right now on my merch site. You can go get it. Yeah, if my other merch was hard to describe to people when they ask about it, get ready for that one. Okay, that was fun. These t-shirts are insane. I'm baffled by the fact that people like will see an ad that will be like, it's a Kurtis thing, and they'll be like, my name's Kurtis, and they'll buy it. So crazy to me. And like I said in part 1 of this series, I'm scared, you know, that like these companies can like just find out everything they need to know about you and sell you super specific shit. The only thing we can do is laugh at them, right? And make fun of them and how fucking stupid they are. So, and then make one, I guess. And if you don't want these companies to find out your personal stuff, like where you are, what your name is, what you like, if that's weird to you, then I know a great way to combat it, all right? Yeah, it's with ExpressVPN. So cute. All right, that'll do it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please press the like button because 1 like equals 1 spaghetti clamp. And we love those. If you want to see a part 3, let me know in the comments, or let me know if you've ever seen these weird ass fucking t-shirts. Keep sending them to me if you want, because that's my life now. Also, press the subscribe button to join Kurtis Town. It's the best place to live. It was actually voted #1 best town in the world by every human in the world. So there's a fun fact. Check the description for all the other things I do. That's everything. Thank you so much for watching. I gotta go listen to the Disturbed discography. Peace out. Folks, I'm back from tour, finally, all done. The shows were amazing. Honestly, thank you so much to everybody who came out to the shows this year. We got a bunch more coming next year. You know, hopefully this Omicron thing chills out. Omicron, or more like, oh my God. I'm scared. But no, thank you so much everybody who came out. The shows were so much fun, had a great time. But let me tell you, living out of a suitcase, no fun. Okay, I forget which pile of underwear was clean and which one was dirty. Might as well throw them all in the trash just to be safe. Oh cool, my shampoo exploded. Living out of a piece of luggage for a while, man, it's stressful, man. I've been freaking out, dude. I've been having a full-on episode. I've been having a full episode about this baggage. So I went to YouTube and I searched baggage, full episode. And you're not gonna believe what I found. There's a whole freaking dating show
about baggage. Yeah, so today we're gonna talk about it, okay? And yes, all of that did happen. Of course it did. It's not like one of you guys just sent me a message and was like, hey, you should make a video about baggage. That didn't happen. So the show Baggage is not like about like a guy like going through someone's luggage like Room Raider style. The show revolves around the term like baggage, like in a relationship. I'll look it up in Urban Dictionary because I didn't explain it very well. Okay, baggage, an issue regarding a person's past that can affect their current disposition, addictions, debt, diseases, bad habits, past relationships, or kids. So the way the game works, there's one person like looking for love, and there's 3 contestants trying to win a date with this person. As the show goes on, the contestants reveal 3 bad things about themselves, or baggage, and these pieces of baggage get increasingly worse. They're then eliminated one by one until there's only one contestant left. And honestly, that's a good premise, okay? Because it's beneficial to know the worst things about people and all the negative things that they've done before you date them, because remember, you are your mistakes. Don't ever forget that. And honestly, the show is just super ridiculous, like every other dating show. So I thought we'd watch one, laugh at it a little bit. So without further ado, pack your bags. We're gonna watch a show.
Hi, I'm Jerry Springer, and welcome to Baggage.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention, this show is hosted by Jerry Springer. I hardly know her. Seriously though, this show is hosted by the one and only Jerry Springer. The man who is responsible for like 95% of white trash divorces. And I'm sure the other 5% is like sexy cousins or something. I don't know.
But why would you sleep with him?
Because I want to be with him.
Yeah, sorry, I should have mentioned the whole Jerry Springer thing sooner. I honestly think I was trying to forget it myself, because I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Jerry Springer. If you aren't familiar with his work or who he is, just picture you're trying to drown Maury Povich in a bathtub full of Mountain Dew, but then you just give up halfway through. The man who emerges is Jerry Springer. Oh, you think white people don't have culture? Okay, man. You watch an episode of Jerry Springer and then say that.
I had sex with your fiance. How could you?
Because you'd still be right. Okay, enough about Jer. Let's meet the main contestant who's looking for love.
Right now, let's meet our dater. He's a sports coach from Yorktown, New York. Say hello to Chris.
Okay, sorry to interrupt so quickly, but I have a question. What the fuck is a sports coach?
He's a sports coach from Yorktown, New York.
A sports coach from Yorktown, New York? Not real. Both of those things are lies. Are you kidding me, dude? Dude, that is so vague.
Yeah, I'm a sports coach.
Maybe they're not allowed to, like, specifically say what he does for, like, confidentiality. So they have to make, like, a generic substitute. Oh, like they do with, like, foods in television shows, right? So, like, instead of Cocoa Pebbles in a TV show, they'll say, like, I have a bowl of chocolate rocks. Or instead of, like, an Oh Henry, it's a Wow, Steven. Or instead of, like, a Mountain Dew, oh, sorry, that's just a picture of Jerry Springer. My apologies. But this Chris guy already got some baggage right there, bro. His job, that's baggage. Oh, what do? I'm like a sports coach.
What, did you just make that up?
Yeah. That's like telling someone you're a human doctor, right? Like, I guess you're right, but be more specific, please. You're creeping me out. Also, how'd you get in my house? But back to the show. Chris goes on to talk about all the generic qualities he's looking for in a girl. And I gotta show you this part because there's this thing that happens throughout this entire episode where the crowd applauds at the worst possible time, and it is very funny to me.
I'm looking for a girl who's ambitious, someone who cares about family and friends, someone who takes care of themselves, both physically and mentally and spiritually.
Hey guys, he was still talking, you know? Rude audience, bad. Like, why'd that even happen? Do you think, like, the person holding the applause sign is, like, Chris's ex-girlfriend or something? Okay, we're still talking, so, all right. Just trying to do a funny hypothetical thing here, and you guys are just cheering over me, okay? What I was saying, do you think the person holding the applause sign is like Chris's ex-girlfriend, so when he's saying all the things that he wants in a partner, she's like, no, you're not gonna get that today. Okay, fuck you guys, man.
Now, what are your interests?
I've been doing ballroom dancing, some partner dancing.
But the
Would
public...
you like to try to?
With you? What am I doing?
Just rock back and forth. You pop out this way. Pull this way. Come this way. There you go, ready? There we go, back to back. And you go over.
I don't know what's worse, Jerry Springer dancing or Chris's fucking boot-cut jeans. You know what? No, sorry. Worst part of that entire thing was Jerry's face right here. Disgusting. That is the face of an erect man. Okay, while we wait for Jerry's Springer to soften, how about we meet the ladies? First up, we got Caitlin.
I enjoy dancing, hanging out with my dog, and getting physical with the right man. Maybe you could be him?
Next up, we got Holly.
Hi, Chris. I love shopping, working out, and spending time with my family. So maybe if you're lucky enough, you'll get to meet them.
And then we got Raquel.
Hey, Chris. They saved the best for last. I have a passion for fashion. I enjoy painting, and I love going to concerts. Maybe you could take me sometime.
They all seem pretty cool, right? Well, things aren't always what they seem. These women are multifaceted. And oh yeah, they've made some mistakes in their lives that I'm sure they're not proud of, and I'd like to think they're trying their best to improve every single day. Fucking weirdos, man. Losers, okay? Just be perfect. All right, now it's time for them to reveal their bagage.
Let's start with Caitlin. I'm obsessed with being photographed.
Hey man, if that's baggage, we're gonna need a bigger plane. That's fucking me, man. That's me, for sure, dude. Look at what I'm doing right now. This camera is taking 30 pictures of me every second. If that's baggage, call me fucking Fletcher Reed at the end of Liar Liar. Cause I'm also in my bag. But hey, she's obsessed with being photographed, and that's fine. At least we know Jerry won't say anything weird about it.
Well, she is well developed.
Okay. Old guy saying something creepy to a young, pretty woman. You know, that's not surprising. Let's see Chris's response to this, though.
Just kind of like a vain thing. I mean, photographs are great to capture the memory and all, but I mean, I don't know, it just seems like it might be all more about you than kind of the moment and going out and about and enjoying life instead of kind of documenting it all the time.
Again, audience just cheering way too fucking early.
I love to look and feel beautiful. I love when people give me the attention. And wouldn't you take pictures of me all day if I were with you?
Damn, all right, that was smooth as hell. Okay, that was a smooth response. And what's great about that is Jerry already did his super creepy thing, so we don't have to worry about him doing that again. No. No, Jerry. Perfect. Jerry. Okay, so Holly's baggage is that she watches reality TV while having sex. And honestly, it's not that crazy. I'm sure people have porked each other to like way weirder things. Also, I feel like this show just like made these girls think of a weird thing that they've done once and then just say that that's the thing that they always do. You know what I mean? Because there's no way that whenever this girl's about to like get it on, she's just like, hold on, let me dim the lights a little bit. Yeah, maybe put on some background noise, you know, set the mood a little bit.
This is the story of my family. We're the Duggars.
All right, and last but not least, let's see Raquel's baggage.
I wear my panties 2 days in a row.
That is pretty gnarly, but hey man, some guys are into that, okay? I don't want to kink shame or stink shame or whatever you want to call it. You know, some people just love that extra seasoning in there and that's all good. Also, I'm not going to take personal hygiene tips about private parts from a dude who's wearing, or just a dude in general. Like, it doesn't matter what he's wearing. I'm not going to take personal hygiene tips from a guy about his balls. I've been in a change room before, dude. That's actually why they call it a change room, because you want to change the room that you're currently in because it smells so much like a ball sack. But anyways, we're on to the first elimination round, which is a little different because now they open a baggage without knowing like who it belongs to. So he can make a totally unbiased decision.
I collect men's used underwear.
And that piece of baggage is weird, obviously, but I want to talk about something else for a second. This has nothing to do with that piece of information, but I did a little research, and this show was distributed by NBC, which is the same network that also aired a little show called Deal or No Deal.
Oh my god.
Another suitcase-based game show. And I'm sure it never happened, okay? These were probably filmed on different lots at different times. But could you imagine how funny it would be if they like accidentally mixed up the suitcase props for an episode? And hey, you don't have to imagine it because I'm going to show you. Here you go. Okay, Howie, let's do case 13.
All right, Layla, you gotta go. Open the case. There you go. Yes, one more.
Super gross. Why is that there?
Hello.
Hey, Howie, buddy, can you get me that girl's number? Yeah, the one who just opened that case. I'm a big fan of extra seasoning, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
See? Hilarious. Let's see the next pieces of baggage. One is I communicate telepathically with my dog, and the other one is I scan men's testicles in prison all day. So let's go through these. The first one, that's not that crazy. I feel like I do that all the time with my dog. Check it out. I'll go get him right now. Okay. Aww. Kiwi. What's on your mind, huh?
November 13th, 2021, the end of days has been foretold in all human scum.
He's just joking around. And also about that next piece of baggage, the scanning men's testicles. Chris does not like that.
I don't want a girl who's touching other guys' stuff all day long. I want her only touching mine, you know?
And like, I thought it was pretty obvious that like, that's like her job. She's obviously like a prison nurse or a prison doctor or something like that. You know what I mean? It's not like she's like breaking into prisons across America and just fucking scanning balls. Scanning balls. Like some little scoundrel like running from prison to prison. Like that's obviously not what's happening, but Chris is like jealous already.
I want her only touching mine, you know?
Like how insecure do you have to be to like worry about that? Hey man, you're wearing boot-cut jeans, you know?
It's a job that someone's got to do, but I'd be concerned about her safety.
You should be worried about your safety, Chris. I'm gonna kick your ass. I hate your pants. No. Wait. But anyways, Chris has to send one of these girls home, so let's see who he picks.
Chris, which one is your deal breaker?
I scan men's testicles in prison all day.
Caitlin, if you want to explain.
That's not the only thing I scan. I scan hearts, livers, veins, and arteries.
I'm sorry, Caitlin, but it is time to pack up and go.
I guess your testicles aren't ones that I'll be looking at anytime soon.
Gross. We'll skip over the next part because all they really do is like dance for a second, and I still don't know why they do that. Now it's time for the girls to reveal their biggest piece of baggage, okay? So let's see what they are.
I dumped my fiance with a text message.
Whoa.
I moved out to LA and he was still in Dallas, and I just didn't have the heart to do it over the phone, so I sent it in a text.
You know, I just didn't have the heart to do it over the phone, so I did it over the phone in like a different way.
Terrible, but you know, Chris, if things work out with us, I would do it in person with you.
Dude, if you pick me, I'll dump you in person right fucking now, dude. Have you seen your jeans? They're cut for a boot. Okay, now let's see Raquel's biggest piece of baggage.
I'm addicted to online shopping and I'm $50,000 in debt.
Hey man, aren't we all?
An addiction of one thing can lead to addiction of other things, so it's just a concern.
Okay, fucking super weird time to cheer again.
An addiction of one thing can lead to addiction of other things, so it's just a concern.
I'm fucking convinced that these audience members they're all wearing noise-canceling headphones and they don't actually fucking know what's going on stage. Yeah, addiction of one thing can lead to an addiction of another thing, you know, and it's like, you alright, brother? Good stuff out there. Alright, super inappropriate, man. I'm talking about addiction. It's like a really serious thing. Yeah! Alright! Good job. Hey, what are all these suitcases for? Where are we going? Okay, so now Chris has to choose between Holly, the girl who watches reality TV during sex, collects men's underwear, and dumped her fiance over text message, and Raquel, the girl who wears her panties 2 days in a row, communicates telepathically with her dog, and is $50K in debt. So let's see who he picks.
It's time to send one of these ladies packing.
Holly, you have too much baggage.
But way to go, Raquel and Chris!
Alright, so we picked Raquel, but it's not over yet, okay? There's one more thing that has to be done. Chris has to reveal his biggest piece of baggage, and then it's up to Raquel if they're gonna, like, pursue each other.
I dumped an ex in the middle of sex.
Look, it was a long, volatile relationship. We had been fighting for a while. Here we are being intimate with each other, and she decided to bring it up. It just ruined the mood, and all the reality of it just came to me, and it just ended it right then and there.
Also, I'm just now noticing that this guy sounds exactly like Russell Hartley.
I keep seeing so much lately that women are living their life on easy mode, and I'm here to tell you that that's absolutely true.
It was a long, volatile relationship. We had been fighting for a while. Here we are being intimate with each other, and she decided to bring it up. It just ruined the mood, and all the reality of it just came to me.
It's creeped me out.
Can you accept Chris's baggage?
Well, Chris.
Do it.
I'm gonna accept your baggage.
Congratulations! Raquel and Chris will enjoy an exhilarating adventure helicopter tour of Los Angeles. We'll see you next.
Yeah, and that's the prize? A fucking helicopter tour of Los Angeles? Hopefully Chris's jeans don't get caught in the fucking blades, dude. They're so big. They're so big, I'm gonna throw up. And also, I've got a bone to pick. Okay, I got a bone to pick. That's my baggage. My baggage is I have a bone to pick. If the girls had to show 3 of their worst secrets, how come Chris only had to show 1? I don't think that's fair. Okay, I think we need to reshoot every episode. Bring them all back and have them reshoot every episode so it's fair. Actually, on second thought, I think I know his other 2 pieces of baggage. Number 1, he danced with Jerry Springer until he climaxed. 2, he's wearing boot-cut jeans, okay? I don't even think those fucking things would fit in a piece of baggage. They're so wide at the bottom. Sorry. But all in all, I think the show is very entertaining. If I'm being honest, I don't think these people ever fucking talked to each other once they stopped recording this show, because dating shows aren't real. But at the end of the day, I think the show does a really good job of enforcing the idea that I brought up before. You are your mistakes. If you've done something in the past that you aren't proud of, or you do something currently that you just can't stop, that you're ashamed of, good. Okay? Good. You should feel bad about it, and you should let it just sit inside of you and eat you from the inside out until you are just a shell of a human being. Okay?
Oh, yeah! Good stuff, man. Can I take these off?
Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press the like button, because 1 like equals 1 day that I will go without changing my underwear. So smack the button. You can leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if there's other dating shows or just weird shows or weird game shows from the early 2000s or 90s that you want me to talk about, because they're always very fun. And you can press the subscribe button, because as soon as you do, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. Okay, if you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor of Kurtistown, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. All right, that's it. I would stick around, but I have to go. I have to sew every pair of bootcut jeans into just regular cut jeans. So, goodbye. Sorry for how this looks. I'm in a hotel room right now. I'm on tour in Australia. Wow. I gotta make this video now. And you guys tell me if I have any dandruff on my shoulders, right? Folks! July 10th, 2008, Apple officially launches the App Store. Downloading third-party apps on our phones has become the industry standard, so we're not too impressed by it anymore. But back then, it was a technological breakthrough. Anybody could create an app and sell it to the average consumer. Sure, some developers made pointless, gimmicky apps like Twitter or Google Maps, but there were some real innovators out there creating beautiful, life-changing apps like iBeer or Cigarette Simulator. I love apps. I have tons of apps on my phone. I even order apps when I go to restaurants. Apps are the best, okay? But what if I told you that some apps are bad? No! Yeah, it's true. The implementation of the App Store was incredible. Like I said, it allowed anybody to create an app. But unfortunately, when you allow anybody to make an app, anybody can make an app. Which brings us to the main topic of today's video. The Bear Fruit app. This is an educational / social networking app created by Cole and Savannah LeBrant, aka the mother and father of the LeBrant family. If you're unfamiliar with the LeBrant family, number 1, I'm jealous. I wish I didn't know about these fucking people, but before we get into the Bear Fruit controversy, let's do a quick refresher on the LeBrant family so we're all on the same page, okay? Back in the day on Vine, Cole used to be a member of Dem White Boys, and those videos were just so cool, man. Him and his friends would take their shirts off and just sort of like twerk on camera, and it was fucking weird, man. It was, the videos were bad and weird, if I'm being honest. But once Vine shut down, Cole fully embraced Christianity.
How do I make that transition from being, you know, the twerking Vine boy to loving Jesus?
And he was immediately trying to transition to Musical.ly. So he started reaching out to family-friendly content creators on Musical.ly, because according to him, he always made clean content.
Because I was transitioning from Vine to Musical.ly,
Whoa.
and I was trying to reach out to family-friendly creators, because I had always made clean content.
Personally, I wouldn't classify shirtless twerking videos as clean content, but that's just me, man. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. I just want to make content that's clean, family-friendly,
and safe for everybody to watch. Now let's get into today's video. So, Cole reaches out to Savannah on Musical.ly, who, by the way, already had a 3-year-old daughter at the time named Everly. So they end up meeting in person, and then within the year, they're married to each other. Shortly after their wedding, Cole posted this tweet: "No longer a virgin, 100 emoji. Hashtag marriage rocks." Which, to this day, is the only funny thing he's ever done.
Whoa. We met in a year later.
A year, we were married
in a
within
year.
a year.
Holy freak.
Yeah, it was really fast.
Okay, sorry, this is a little off topic, but these clips are from like a Christian podcast, so it makes sense why they aren't cursing, right? But dude, there is nothing funnier than a grown man saying holy freak.
Holy freak.
Yeah.
What the freak, bro? You're a weird mother freaker. Go freak yourself, man. Yeah, I freaked her last night. Freak off. Sorry. Freak off is something else. But while Cole and Savannah were dating, Cole made a discovery that would be life-changing.
And I remember you just calling me and being like, this video is doing really good.
I pulled up
Like,
my
he was so
iPhone in a Chick-fil-A
confused.
parking
Yeah.
lot and just said,
Yeah.
hey guys, this is my girlfriend. And it was like my best video. I'm like,
we can look
we should
back
do more
at it now,
videos.
but-
So once Cole realized the potential of exploiting his relationship for views on YouTube, he decided that they could have kids together and exploit them as well for even more views on YouTube. And that's exactly what they did. They launched the LeBrant Fam YouTube channel that featured amazing videos like 4-year-old girl and daddy do cutest carpool karaoke ever, surprising our 4-year-old with trip to the world's biggest water park, the LeBrant Family Christmas Special, emotional present opening. Man. If my parents filmed my childhood and uploaded that footage to the internet to make money off of me, no joke, dude, I would never talk to them ever again. It'd actually be impossible for me to talk to them ever again because I'd fucking kill them. They'd be dead. Dude, the internet is full of weirdos, man. So if you have kids who you're supposed to love and protect, wouldn't you want to try your hardest to like not put them on the internet where all the fucking weirdos are? And not to mention, it is super gross that several of the most popular videos on the LeBrant Fam channel feature their daughter in the thumbnail wearing a bikini or a revealing dance costume. That's weird as fuck. Or as freak, sorry guys.
Holy freak.
Yeah.
Exploiting kids is cool, but yeah, let's draw the line at cursing.
LeBrant Family Analytics. LeBrant Family's daughter. 5.2 million subscribers. Makes $30,000 per suggested post. $30,000. Now look at her demographics, everybody. 70% male. Lowest percentage is teenagers.
Makes total sense, for sure. Let's give a 5-year-old girl a public Instagram account where the demographic is 70% male. Yeah, good job. I'm sure that's not harmful at all. Good job, guys. Yeah, if you guys can't tell, I am fully against family channels on YouTube. I think they're fucking stupid and weird and exploitative. And we've already seen how harmful they can be to the children in those families, right? A child is never consenting to this. Even if they are, they're not fucking, their brains aren't developed, man. They don't fucking know what they want. But after watching some videos, I found out how the LeBrant Fam justifies making the videos that they do.
Our kids now want to see their videos from when they were little. So it's cute, like they have all these home videos.
Yeah, that's so cute. Wow, yeah, I guess I never thought of it like that. That's so cute. They're just home movies. You know your home movies, right? The ones that are publicly posted online so millions of people can see them while your parents profit off of you and your exploitation. They're so fun, man. Home movies. I love those. But I'm sure she's right. I'm sure the kids are gonna love watching those videos when they're older. In a therapist's office. Sorry. Anyways, the LeBrant Fam started posting regularly on their YouTube channel, and over the years, they've amassed over 12.8 million subscribers and over 4 billion views. Sidebar really quick, this doesn't really have to do anything about the LeBrant Fam in particular, but it just made me laugh. 7 months ago, they uploaded a video called "We're Done Having Kids," and in brackets, Cole's having surgery. I guess he got a vasectomy, which, you know, that I feel like that would be a form of birth control, which is not allowed. But and then 2 months after that video, they uploaded another video titled "How We Really Feel About Being Done Having Kids." And that shit made me laugh so fucking hard, man. You shouldn't be able to do that. That shouldn't be allowed. Uploading one video and then being like, no, this is how we really feel. Just to get more views, dude. That's like if they put out like an old version of the Bible and then hundreds of years later they release like a new Bible. Like, that sounds insane. They'd never do that. I'm gonna do that from now on, actually. You know what? I'm gonna do that. This video is gonna come out, but the video after this video is gonna be called "How I Really Feel About the LeBrant Family." And the LeBrant family's image, it's, you know, it's very, very nice and wholesome. Their YouTube banner is a great depiction of that. It's them in the clouds with their kids, and it says, "As for me and my household, we will serve the Lord." And Cole even said he only makes family-friendly content.
I had always made clean content.
But don't let their image fool you. Cole and Savannah LaBrant have been through their fair share of controversy. I'm sure I missed a few of their controversies in my research, but here's some notable ones. In 2018, they uploaded a video titled, "A giant fire makes us evacuate our house." Wow, that sounds scary. And that video featured them pretty much exploiting a very serious natural disaster in order for them to get views and, you know, harbor sympathy and make money. So it's already a little weird to post content like this, but here's the kicker. The LaBrant family was never ordered to evacuate.
There was no evacuation notice to Ladera Ranch.
Marissa Seamus lives near the LaBrants. She says plenty of the neighbors are not amused by the social media influencers.
They did not have to leave their home due to a fire whatsoever. Dude, insane behavior.
We were never even near that.
There's a fire going on and you guys pose all sad and scared in the thumbnail. Like, could you imagine, like, during the recent Palisades fire, acres of land is being destroyed. Livelihoods are destroyed, and it's just terrible. It is fucking just the worst thing you can imagine. What if during that, I made a video from my house in Toronto, Canada, being like, giant fire made me leave my house. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. I was never ordered to evacuate. They were never ordered to evacuate. It's the same shit. In 2019, they posted a video where they played an April Fool's prank on their daughter, Everly, and the hilarious prank was them telling Everly that they needed to get rid of the family dog.
We're giving Carl away to somebody else. We feel like we can't take good enough care of him. I don't know.
So obviously, Everly started crying, and they filmed the entire thing, and then posted it.
Too far?
Very cool, guys. You guys are really cool parents. In 2021, they uploaded a video titled, "She Got Diagnosed with Cancer," and in brackets, documentary, with a thumbnail featuring the entire family. You know, so one would deduce that one of the family members was diagnosed with cancer, right? Wrong. Nobody in the family was diagnosed with cancer. The she they were referring to in the title was a completely just different girl that they were using in their documentary to discuss and bring awareness to childhood cancer. And listen, if you want to bring awareness to childhood cancer and raise money for that, I think that's great. That's amazing. But obviously, don't use your own family as clickbait, you fucking psychopaths. And then in 2022, they pulled their cash cow, Everly, out of school so Cole could homeschool her because
it's nice having an extra pair of hands around the house, even if it's a 9-year-old.
Yeah, to help out around the house. Yeah, I mean, you already depend on your daughter to provide you income because neither of you are talented or interested enough to do so on your own. So yeah, might as well just fucking go all in, right? Might as well make your daughter do physical labor as well. Don't get me wrong, okay? I know parenting is hard, especially when you don't have any help, which they don't, according to Savannah.
We don't have help at all. Like, we don't have babysitting help.
Well, we got kids out here. We have a date night coming up, and we had the babysitter come an hour early so we could film this.
What the hell? Like, we don't have babysitting help.
We had the babysitter come an hour early so we could film this.
Dude, they're dumber than I thought, man. The fact that they left that in, this is just so hard. We have nobody that wants to help. Hey, I'm here to help. Shut up! What am I gonna do? But then their magnum opus of controversies was in 2022 when the LaBrant family released a pro-life documentary titled Abortion that featured them interviewing pro-life scientists, just talked about how terrible and evil abortion is.
Instead of pro-life or pro-choice, is it possible for us to be pro-love?
Even insinuating in the beginning that abortion is worse than the Holocaust?
I have my personal convictions. You have yours. We're all so different, and that's okay.
Fucking insane, dude. They're so dumb. It's also like just so out of place on their YouTube channel, right? Like the video goes like, big day for baby number 4, abortion! Baby name reveal. It's just a constant, irresponsible use of their massive platform that a lot of young people follow. It's gross. And then just recently, there's another one. Cole, he met Donald Trump and awkwardly prayed over him while Trump just like smiled at the camera. The dick riding is crazy, bro. I mean, and again, just a fucking idiot, dude. For sure, you're all Christian. It's all Christian all the time. It's gotta be Christian, good values. But let's pray over the convicted felon who is the only president in history to not swear on the Bible. Good job, Cole. Okay, before you history nerds yell at me in the comments, I guess that's not true. I messed that up. I guess there are other presidents who didn't swear on the Bible. But still, Cole, you're an idiot. So now I have a pretty good understanding of the LeBrant family, but I have yet to discuss their newest controversy, the Bear Fruit app. When you look it up on the App Store, the description reads, "We created Bear Fruit because the reality is that having a good marriage is hard. 50% of marriages end in divorce and rising." Also, I gotta say, that's not true. The divorce rates are actually going down. So, more young adults than ever before are leaving the church. Becoming the person God has called you to be can sometimes feel really hard. We know it has for us at times. We created Bear Fruit because this is something we wish we had when we first got married and first started having kids. Even now more than ever, we wish we had this as a growing family in the thick of it. In a world where celebrities mock God, we proudly want more of God, but it's so easy to live life casually and just go about our days and miss it. Miss all God has for us, our marriage and our family. We can't afford to miss it. Our families can't afford it. God is calling us to live intentionally each day, to bear fruit that won't fade when everything else does, and to have thriving marriages and thriving kids. We know not everyone believes what we believe, and that's okay. Bro, tell it to a publisher, man. How fucking long is this? So this platform was created with that exact intentionality, to empower the Christian person and family with the resources and the how to bear fruit. We don't just want to hear about the fruit, we want to experience it. Life's too hard to do alone. Bear Fruit was created to serve as a place where we could find community and thrive in it. This community is not the toxic one we see across social media. It is a healthy kind of community that encourages you to pursue your spouse and not give up on him or her. And you'll see later that it's not really a healthy community on there, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Then they end it with John 15:8. Jesus says, "This is to my Father's glory, that you bear much fruit, showing yourselves to be my disciples." I'm sure they were referencing an app in that verse. So to sum it up, Bear Fruit is a social networking app for parents that features courses on how to raise your kids and improve your marriage directly from the LeBrant family, as well as access to 2 live streams a month featuring Cole and Savannah, as well as the ability to talk to other parents in the discussion tab. So the LeBrant fam releases the Bear Fruit app in October 2024, and the initial reaction from their fans was confusion, because the Bear Fruit app is free to download, but to actually use and access the app, you need to spend $7 a month or just $70 a year. What a bargain. But if the money is an issue, don't worry, because apparently every month they do a $10,000 giveaway, ranging from $10,000 cash to dream family vacations and more. And I guess that's nice, right? It's nice to give away money to people, obviously.
We're giving away $10,000 every single month. Oh, does anybody want a brand new iPad? Oh no, oh man. I forgot that the brand new iPhone 6 just came out that someone's getting this month.
It always feels a little disingenuous though when they make that like the selling point of the app, because you shouldn't have to use the promise of making a bunch of money to entice people to buy your app, right? You should just make a good app. And I totally get why people were upset about the price, dude. Like free parenting groups 100% exist all over the internet. You can rent dozens of parenting books that were written by professionals from a library for free. Like I don't think spending money to learn parenting tips from family vloggers is a good idea. Lesson number 1 is just how to exploit your kids and ruin their lives forever. But anyways, like I said, people were not very happy upon the app's release. LeBrant fam haters were quick to criticize the app, and even LeBrant fam stans weren't fans. LeBrant fam were fans. The negative comments were pouring in, so Cole took to his Instagram story to defend himself. "We have an aggressively angry hate group constantly coming after our family. They really don't like when we talk about God, and they're really trying to take this app down. Being honest with you guys, because I think we have such a unique group of people here who genuinely love Jesus that we don't have to go through this attack alone. Thank you guys for standing with us, and even if the app isn't for you, would you pray these scriptures over the app? Our family and every family joining the community. Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against you will prosper." Okay, Jesus fuck, man. This is the guy who's gonna be homeschooling their kid? Can't even fucking spell any word. Genesis 50:20. What the enemy meant for evil, God will use for good. If the world hates you, understand that it hated me first. Okay. I gotta say, asking people to pray over an app is fucking insane. Picturing someone kneeling down on their bed like, "I know my husband is still being held hostage by the mafia, and I know I just lost all my money in a crypto scam, and I know my mom just exploded, but please, all I ask of you is to make sure the LeBrant fam makes a ton of money from their app. Please, God!" Like, that's insane, man. Guys, can you please pray over this video? Please pray that this video gets so many views But guys, who knows if the app is really that bad, right? Was all that negative backlash even warranted? There was only one way to find out, okay? I downloaded the Barefruit app a few weeks ago, and you know what? After using it for a while, I gotta say, it's fucking dog shit, okay? Sorry, it's freaking dog shit. It is worse than dog shit. Honestly, dude, if I were to just open the app and the only thing that showed up on the app was just a high quality picture of a pile of dog shit, and the only thing I could do on the app was like look at the pile of dog shit, I feel like that'd be a more useful app than Barefruit. Swear to God. First off, let's just take a quick look through the courses and see what they're teaching people. Got one called Sex Before Marriage, 10 Ways to Get Divorced, Sex During Marriage, Raising Kids to Genuinely Love Jesus, Spice Up Your Marriage, Potty Training 101, and Finding the One in 30 Days. And guys, the way they structure these courses in the app is like the most evil, slimiest thing I have ever seen. So the way it works is each course is a different length, a different number of days, okay? Like for example, the Sex Before Marriage course is 29 days long, while the 10 Ways to Get Divorced course is only 11 days long. So you click on a course, you do day one. It's literally like a one-page, poorly written paragraph about just straight up bullshit that could be found like literally anywhere else. Like none of this is proprietary information. Like this one, for example, that I found online. This is day 5 of 7 of the potty training course, okay? Welcome back to day 5. The next 2 days will look a lot like yesterday's day, being consistent. Maybe a few more pees in the potty, but maybe still some accidents. Hyping up the pees in the potty. Always asking every 20 mins if they have to go and reminding them to tell you when they have to go. Placing them on potty every 20 minutes to remind them. Okay, it's been a couple days and your child is picking it up. Time to try undies. Also, what if your child isn't picking it up? Then what? Sometimes, undies can backtrack and the kid will want to pee in the undies because they think it's a diaper almost. This is normal. Explain to them how you don't go pee in your undies and these are big kid undies! Still need to go in potty. If you have to explore outside the house or drive to/from activities for other kids, I will sometimes put a diaper under their bum in the car seat. Don't put the diaper on them, but just place it on top of the car seat to help with accidents and help with you not having to clean the whole car seat, haha. Also, bring the potty wherever you go. They can use the potty in the car if you need to pull over or use it wherever you are. Just bring it since they are familiar with that potty. Also bring a treat jar to reward. Like bro, this is not a course. This is written like a fucking drunk text to a friend, okay? All I'm saying, if you're selling a course to people, don't end one of your sentences with haha. What the fuck, man? Because now I don't know if it's true. Like imagine if a math teacher was just like, and remember, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, lol. Now it's like, I don't know, is it? And here's the slimy part. I'm not exaggerating. You could easily read all of the courses. You could breeze through all of them in their totality. You could breeze through them in like probably a half hour, but they limit you to one course at a time. And they also make it so you can only do 1 day of that course per day. It's not like you can just learn several things at the same time and do a day of each. No, 1 course at a time and 1 day of the course per day. So I did the math, and if you were to seriously complete every single course on the Barefruit app, you didn't miss a single day, it would take you 169 days, which is about 5.5 months. So factoring in the $7 monthly subscription, the least amount of money you would need to spend to gain all the fucking galaxy brain knowledge from Cole and Savannah would be $35, which, you know, obviously isn't the most money ever, right? But it's still $35. And if you're like a struggling parent and stuff, like desperate for information, right? Like $35, that goes a long way. The main issue I have is they're trapping people in this shitty app for fucking months just to like squeeze every last dollar out of them, when they could have just like easily gone through all the courses in like a fucking day and then canceled their subscription. And that is 100% why they are offering these $10,000 monthly giveaways. If people are already subscribed, they're probably just like, okay, fuck it, I'll just stay subscribed so I still have that small chance to win a bunch of money, right? It's just super gross to me, and I think it's a really shady business model. But you'll see later on that these guys are no strangers to shady business models, allegedly. So I gotta say, when I first downloaded Barefruit, it straight up didn't work for like a week and a half. I tried to open the course, but it would just be blank. It would get all glitched, and I couldn't see anything, and the app would just break. And there's like no button to contact support or anything. Like I guess I'm just supposed to fucking pray to God that the app gets fixed. The only thing I could do on the Barefruit app for a week was go to the Bible tab to read a devotional from the Bible, which is also useless because the last 2 days I've opened the Bible tab to read a devotional from the Bible, but each time it has said no today devotional. Is that how fucking incompetent you guys are? The LeBrants are so lazy and stupid and they don't care about anything. They're so low quality with everything they do. They can't even be bothered to copy and paste a fucking random Bible quote into their shitty app. God, man. I just bit my tongue. Ow. Thankfully the app fixed itself once an update came out for it, but dude, I lost like a week of progress on the potty training course, man. I shit my pants for like a week. I didn't know what to do. And also I checked out the community tab on the app, and dude, it is a fucking ghost town. I was looking at my phone and a tumbleweed flew by, I swear to God. When you sort by newest, there are several questions there that are being left by parents who are like genuinely want help, but like nobody ever responds or talks to each other at all. The entire app is just people yelling into the void, begging for any sort of help or guidance and not receiving any, which is what the app promised, dude. It's super sad to see. But if you go to the community tab and sort by most popular, it's just people being transphobic, which I'm sure the LeBrants do not have a problem with because of the weird transphobic shit I've seen them post. And then right under that, there's a ton of people spreading misinformation about vaccines. So, you know, it's not really as nice of a community as they said it was. Pretty much everywhere you look, it is terrible. And the other main aspect of the Bear Fruit app are the bi-monthly live streams. I'm sure they don't like using the term bi-monthly because they think being gay is a sin, but they do 2 live streams a month where they just answer questions that people submitted. And just like the rest of the app, the live streams are low quality, vapid, and just full of completely useless bullshit.
Your beauty goes far beyond your physical beauty, honey.
That's so nice.
Your heart is beautiful. I've never actually seen it.
This is making me feel very awkward.
But you are beautiful inside and out.
That's
You are
so nice of you.
so awesome.
Thanks.
And I love you, and I'm so proud of you.
And most of the time, it honestly seems like they don't want to even be there.
Guys, we're live with you instead of watching the game. I'm a guy. I should be watching a football game.
I'm a guy. I should be watching the game. I don't want to subject you guys to these because they are so brutal to watch, and I get so mad because they constantly contradict themselves, dude.
It's our responsibility to
But
protect our kids.
if that's your responsibility to protect your kids, do that! Don't exploit them on your fucking YouTube channel, you weirdos. The only good thing about the live streams are the thumbnails they put because they're so fucking funny. Do we spank? Jesus' second coming. Porn. Our testimonies. Santa? Sexually exploring your spouse. And as you can see on the live streams, each one gets an average of around like 15,000 views. I'm not sure of the validity of that, but if that's the case, then that would mean there are 15,000 paid members on the Bear Fruit app, which would mean that they're making $105,000 a month from the Bear Fruit app. Dude, that's $1.2 million a year for an app that barely works, and when it does, teaches you nothing. And you'd think them making that much money would allow them to up the production quality of these live streams at the very least, dude. This shit is awful. The first 2 minutes they're fucking blubbing around trying to get the audio working, dude. It's a nightmare.
I think you should be able to hear us now. Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
he didn't turn the mics on.
I'm so sorry. How did I do that again?
Dude, I'm alone in a hotel room, and my video looks and sounds better than theirs. It's very clear that Cole and Savannah do not give a fuck about the quality of their content, but the Bear Fruit app seems to be a successful business venture for both of them. And it makes you wonder, like, how did they even think of it, right? Where did they even get the idea to pursue something like this? Well, just like their children's childhood, they stole it.
This video is about our negative experience with Cole and Savannah LeBrant and how it relates to their new venture. Let's get into it. On April 1st, 2024, we had a 1-hour call with Cole LeBrant to discuss what we presented as a multi-million-dollar opportunity. Cole said, "You have my attention," and we scheduled our exciting call. He said this was very timely because they were looking for something to sink their teeth into. He even signed our NDA to show good faith that what we talked about would be confidential. And we trusted them. I mean, they're very outspoken about their faith. Why wouldn't they be? Here's a video of us right after the call documenting our experience.
It's April 1st, but it's not April Fool's Day.
Damn, they did it on April Fool's. Oh no. I mean, we know the LeBrants do some pretty fucked up April Fool's Day pranks, so maybe that was one of them.
We just got off the call with Cole LeBrant for an hour where we gave him our presentation. He really liked it.
Yeah, he said if this was the #1 moneymaker, his motivation on putting all of his energy into it will exponentially go up.
How do you think it went? Do we sound like we just talked to someone who was familiar with what we were discussing and maybe they were already working on something similar? What do you think? Then they went silent, but they posted this video on their YouTube channel.
We have 3 really cool, unique business opportunities, what we feel is very like-minded people.
And stuff that we're super passionate about. The description of their new venture sounded strikingly similar to what we presented to them. So concerned, I sent Cole this text, just flat out asking him, where he said no, and if we were to do that, it would be with you guys. No worries there. And according to Reddit and the homepage of their new Christian business, they are in fact doing a homeschool course, which is what we describe as their bread and butter. Cole also shared in another private text message that they plan to incorporate many of the elements we presented into their venture.
Dude, that is so fucked up, man. It's just slimy, dude. Slimy little weirdos, man. These people are slimier than the Kids' Choice Awards, which is funny because they actually never gave their kids a choice. Dude, they met with a couple who reached out to them. They wanted to create a digital product for them. Cole signed an NDA, promised them that if they did pursue a venture like that, it would be with them, and then just blatantly stole their idea and cut them out of it so they can make more money. Obviously, this is all alleged, but that's what it seems like to me. What does it say in the Bible again about stealing? Exodus 20:15, you shall not steal. Leviticus 19:11, do not steal. Leviticus 19:13, do not defraud or rob your neighbor. Corinthians 6:10, Timothy 6:10, the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. 4:28, those who have been stealing 29:24, those who partner with the devil. And my personal favorite, Matthew 19:24, it is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich person to enter the kingdom of God. You guys better find some tiny camels or a huge needle, okay? Because it's not looking too good for you guys. I don't know if they necessarily like broke any laws here, but like even if the two people who gave that idea to the LeBrants, even if they like decided to go to court with this, they would be bogged down by so much like legal fees that, you know, the LeBrant family does not have to worry about because they're making insane amounts of money every month. So it probably wouldn't even be worth it for them to take it to court. It's just like, it's so scummy, man. And although Cole said they didn't make Bear Fruit to make money,
It's not like to make money, but it's actually to make a difference.
which is fucking crazy, because if it's not to make money, why are you charging people? But although Bear Fruit doesn't exist to make money, I guess it's a good thing for them that it does. I've been looking at their social blade, man, and the LeBrant family's popularity online has been slowly declining over the years for obvious reasons. You know, and they've got to find new creative ways to exploit their family because, you know, God forbid either of them have to get a real fucking job. And I wish I could end the video here. I wish that was the only recent scam the LeBrant fam was trying to shill to their audience. But oh man, how the stars have aligned. While I was researching this video about the Bear Fruit app, this YouTuber Hannah Alonso uploaded a video talking about a Zoom call that Cole hosted with 800 of his followers who were interested in a new business opportunity that promised a recurring $50,000 a year. He was saying he wanted to like coach some people and help them achieve their goals. And in this Zoom call, Cole reveals that this business opportunity is with a company called Neolife.
Here's the opportunity. There is this company called Neolife.
Neolife is a nutrition supplement company, but what sets Neolife apart from other supplement companies is they actually allow you to make money by selling their products and by recruiting others underneath you to also sell their product. And then those people recruit other people, and then those people recruit other people, and then it just keeps going. Oh man, it's a pyramid. Yeah, man, Neolife is an MLM. Cole is trying to recruit his loyal supporters into a multi-level marketing scheme.
And because Neolife is literally a
I found the official compensation plan on the Neolife website, and dude, look at this diagram on the second page. You can cut it in half all you want, man. I know a pyramid when I see one. And another one, and another one, and another one. And this is available on the Neolife website for everybody to see. I highly recommend you guys go watch the full Hannah Alonso video as well, because she does a great job explaining why MLMs are so harmful and dangerous. But to sum it up, MLMs, they force you to recruit people underneath you because that's the only real way to make like a bunch of money in an MLM. Neolife even recommends you to recruit the 10 closest people in your life, you know, because they'll believe you no matter what when you tell them that they're gonna make a lot of money.
And then the last 10 I want to put on your list, it's the I love you list. Who are 10 people that no matter what you're doing in life, they're gonna love you because of who you are? This is the I love you list. They just love you no matter what. Let them know what you're doing.
And I think that's just super gross to exploit your closest loved ones to make money, but you know, Cole and Savannah have been doing it for years. Also, Cole mentioned that this business opportunity can make people more than $50,000 a year. But this graph from Neolife says that only 6% of people who sell Neolife products are making over $500. And only 3% of that 6% of people making over $500, only 3% of those people are making over $50,000. Dude, 3% of 6%. You know how small that is? Like, how many people is that? What, like fucking 4 of them? 4 people? I don't even know. So Cole is vastly overpromising with that statement. And it's just fucking gross, man, because MLMs, they always promote the business model as like a way for people to, you know, escape their 9-to-5 jobs that they hate. You know, you can become financially free and stuff. And they just like exploit on desperate people who hate their jobs. But like, dude, more often than not, people don't make any money with MLMs. A lot of the time, people lose money because you usually have to buy some fucking starter package and then also a bunch of products product that you never end up selling. But the grossest, yuckiest thing about this whole MLM situation is that Cole advertised it as a way to like coach people, you know, help them achieve their financial goals. I'm gonna be your mentor, right? Mentor, I hardly know her, right? But that's not what it is at all. Cole's Zoom call, that was just one big recruitment ploy for himself. It was completely selfish. This was simply Cole trying to recruit people under him in the pyramid so he can make a cut of the sales that his fans make. He doesn't give a fuck about his fans' financial goals, dude. The only thing he cares about is grabbing his fans by the ankle, flipping them upside down, and shaking them until every penny falls out of their pockets. Okay? I think it's fucking disgusting. And the LeBrant fam's shenanigans have only strengthened my hatred and disdain for family channels on YouTube. They're gross, exploitative, creepy, and straight up evil. I'm gonna say it, they're evil as fuck, okay? I'm about to say it. And just because someone says they're a Christian, that doesn't automatically mean they're a good person. You can go on and on about praying, but the second you start praying, you're a bad guy, okay? You're evil, you're going to hell. Cole, you're going to hell. You're going to hell. Neener, nana, boo-boo, you're going to hell. I don't know, man. In conclusion, I remember back in 2014 and seeing dem white boys dominate the Popular Now page on Vine. And I remember being so annoyed and weirded out by it. I'd always make fun of them. I remember watching those videos and in my head, I was always like, God, these are the worst videos I've ever seen. There's no way that any of these guys could make worse content than this. But now, 11 years later, I would much prefer if Cole stopped whatever the fuck he was doing now and just went back to those twerking videos, man. Make Cole twerk again, okay? I am 100% serious. Because, dude, he used to drop it pretty low. I'll be honest, he used to drop it pretty low. But with all these fucking weird, scummy business ventures, he's reached a new low. All right, that's all I have to say. Thank you for listening to me complain. Over the years, I've wanted to talk about the LeBrant family, but I just never got around to it. So this felt really nice. This felt cathartic and therapeutic. Press the like button if you enjoyed it, because believe it or not, 1 like equals 1 prayer for this video, and I really need you guys to pray on this video. Leave a comment, let me know what you think about all this, let me know what you think about family channels, and yeah, press the subscribe button, man. As soon as you do, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown, okay? If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. All right, that's it. I would stick around, but unfortunately, I have to go learn how to use a potty. See ya. Go watch this video if you want to watch more video. Go, please.